I love to see the towns passing by and to ride these rails neath God's blue sky. Let me travel this land from the mountains to the sea, 'cause that's the life I believe He meant for me. And when I'm gone and at my grave you stand, say God called home your rambling man.
Welcome to Ramblin' Man Podcast, episode number 30. This one's a big one. This one's a funny one. This one's an amazing one. Not to denigrate or downplay any of my previous episodes, but this may have been one of my favorite episodes. This episode, and part of my horrible impersonation, is on marriage. Marriage. It's on marriage. It's with my friend Mandy, who I went to high school with, and her husband Mike. A couple years ago, Mike friended me on Facebook, and since then I've realized he is one of the funniest people posting content. All of his posts are 100% across the board hilarious. And for that, I thought it would make for a good podcast, having him and Mandy talk about marriage. And boy, did they not disappoint. Although I will make fun of them a little bit here. I'm sure I'll get a message from Mike. He's used to drinking the ribbon. Used to drinking PBR. I may have filled them with a few of my high grav stout beers. So that may have made the conversation a little bit more interesting. But this was a great podcast. It's a great listen. You'll laugh your ass off. You'll probably be offended in a time or two, thanks to Stu, which is what everybody calls Mike. But I appreciate Mandy and Mike being on the podcast. I might have to do a follow-up with them. This was so unbelievable. Our sponsor this week is a returning sponsor, Refill Coffee Cart. Refill Coffee Cart provides coffee when and where you need it. Small enough to fit indoors, Refill Coffee Cart can serve delicious coffee, beverages in the lobbies of businesses, at weddings, private events, and more. Friendship and coffee enthusiasm are founding principles on Refill Coffee Cart, and it's dedicated to spreading those same principles in its customers and community partners. We really appreciate Refill Coffee Cart for having faith in us enough to be a sponsor, and we love their delectable coffee. So if you can, go to refillcoffeecart.com, book them for an event, check out their menu, or even better so, go through there to the click-through links to Facebook and Instagram and give them a follow on both. Or you can go directly on Facebook or Instagram to just slash or at Refill Coffee Cart, REFILLCOFFEECART. Give them a follow, hire them for your event, drink their delicious and delectable coffee, show them some love for them showing us some love. Without much further ado, here's Mandy and Mike.
No, this is a 21st century conversation with a microphone.
Yeah.
We're not holding phones, we're holding microphones.
No. I think we should all start with who can do the best priest from Princess Bride impersonation. Marriage. Marriage.
I love that movie.
Wasn't that Bob Dylan?
No, it was, shoot. Peter Cook.
Peter Cook.
I'm also a comedy nerd, and Peter Cook and Dudley Moore used to have a comedy duo. And Craig Ferguson tells a story about when he was a young comedian. He went over to Peter Cook's house, and he was like, breakfast is in the fridge. And he went over and opened it, and all that was in there was a giant can of hard cider.
Right.
And and how he said, where is it in here? All there is a can of cider. He said, as I said, breakfast is in the fridge. But yeah, that's him. How old is Gracie?
She's 10.
Is she old enough to see? That's the weird thing about when we were young, we could watch scarier movie or shit that you can't. Oh yeah, and you can cuss.
That's one of your questions.
You could watch stuff when you were younger that was not like my dad let me watch Deliverance when I was like 11.
Oh,
Right.
jeez. That's
Right.
not scary. That's just
Like the
like,
difference, right? And
Ass
oh my
rape is
god,
cool for 6th grade. my old man said, "Look, we're
no,
gonna
Gracie's
watch,
not watching that.
I said, Dad, all my friends are watching Gremlins. Can I watch Gremlins? He goes, yeah, boy. I'll let you watch Gremlins. He goes, it'll be on ABC tonight. I said, awesome. So I went to the living room to watch Gremlins with my old man, thinking it was going to be the little scary little dude, Gizmo, right?
yeah.
No, he popped in Poltergeist.
Oh my god,
For God's sake, it made me sit there for the entire 2.5 hours to watch the damn thing.
Fred Stanuszek
I
calling
know,
you out.
right? Yeah, oh my God, it influenced the rest of my life.
Damn it, Fred.
Well, the funniest one for me is they would let me hear cursing. I could see violence, but I could not see boobs. I could not see boobs.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
I
I still saw them.
Right.
I just not with that. Like I was watching Robin Williams comedy specials when I was like 5. I was like, Mom, what's a, and then dropped the C-bomb. And she was like,
Right.
And Dad's like, he'll learn. Just let him learn.
I remember Dream On was on HBO
Oh,
when
yeah.
we were little kids. I was like, hell yeah, how's this old dude getting with these college chicks?
And
Did you ever watch that show, babe?
I have no idea what that is.
Dream On?
Uh-uh.
Oh, Jesus, it was on HBO.
We couldn't afford HBO. I went to Fulton.
we had a black box where that
Right.
we fully embraced the Fulton, and we had a black box where I was like, what is this Playboy TV?
Oh my
Right.
gosh.
Well, I'm never leaving my room. What?
Oh my
Sorry.
gosh, Jody.
Watching
No,
it.
I have these images of you as the nice guy in
I am.
school, and
Yeah.
no, you didn't have Playboy in your room. Nope.
No, I didn't. It was
Nope.
actually in the living room.
Yeah, you had to.
You watched Lifetime and Hallmark. Was Hallmark around then?
And ESPN.
You had to
Okay,
watch
that
the
too.
Playboy through the static. Like you would get like a glimpse.
Apparently, Jody didn't.
You would get a glimpse of breasts like every 10 seconds, and that's all you had.
Yeah.
I mean, it took talent to watch Playboy when you were a little kid.
We used to, there's a buddy of mine and I, or two buddies of mine and I, that were my best friends in high school that we used to be like, we're going to sleep down in the living room.
Oh Lord.
And
Common
we would stay,
excuse.
Do I know these guys?
yeah, we would stay up and watch Skinamax, as we called it.
Who
or
are they?
Red Shoe Diaries.
Call them out. Who
Josh Brewer,
oh my God.
which, I don't know if I can tell on mic. I've heard some stories.
Really?
Yeah, not good. Not good. And Robbie Lopasser. We used to sit
Okay.
and watch, oh, God knows, Red Shoe Diaries, any of that stuff. Oh, just three dudes watching this, like just watching it. Like,
I never understood that. Like
there's
dudes,
boobs.
dudes watching that stuff together. Because
That's how you learn. You don't learn it in 7th grade
are
health
you,
class.
are you
for
talking to
God's
each
sake.
other? Like,
Do you think Mr. Pollard was teaching us shit about sex?
That's right.
are you serious?
He was the health
No.
teacher. Our baseball coach was the health teacher. He's like, just rub some dirt on it. That's all you need to do. He also used to get drunk and ride in his Bronco to fix the field in
What?
the middle of the night. Yeah.
How do you know? I was so sheltered.
Oh. Yeah, that was not me.
Tell me, Mr. Miracle was still a good guy.
He was. He almost made me bleed out one day. I cut off.
That's a good day.
In graphic arts class, I cut off the tip of my finger
Really?
on an X-Acto blade, and I put a Weber reel pad on, which is not good.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell that is.
That's essentially putting a cotton ball.
Nice.
So all the little fibers.
Band-Aids don't fix bullet holes.
Yeah. And so I went up front.
You just quoted Taylor Swift.
I just dropped my daughter's Taylor Swift right there.
Oh my God, Bandit. See, there's a heavy
Right.
metal band, Scarling, that has
Use the same line.
Use the same line. Like 10 years ago.
So who did I quote exactly?
Taylor Swift.
Yeah, bullshit. Hey, look, talk about porno. Like we had this porn video, right? It was the only one we had, and we'd pass it around. And like Friday night,
Yep.
if we had nothing else to watch, we'd pop the porn video. And well, I remember we'd go up to my buddy's cabin up at Higgins Lake in Michigan, and we It was like Saturday night. We were all been drinking. We popped it in. We're like 18. We popped it in, and we watched the porn for like 2 hours. And then we all went to bed.
2 hours?
Well, you're like 17, 18. You had nothing else to do.
I don't get
It
it.
had a good story.
Yeah, right. Mr. Plumber was anyway. So we popped it in and we fell asleep with it in the damn video. And then back then, when the video got done, the screen turned black, so we didn't think anything of it. And the next morning, we got up, we cleaned up, and left the porn video in the VCR at my best friend's grandma's house.
Oh my God.
And so when they came up to the house
Oh, dear
2 weeks
Lord.
later and popped on the TV, Mr. Plummer was going at it
Oh, my gosh.
with the second grade
Is this
teacher.
Jay's grandparents?
Yeah.
Oh, my
Yeah.
gosh. They're so sweet and old.
Sweet and old is right. But yeah, they
Not
found out
after that.
They wouldn't give us our porno back. I was so pissed.
They liked it.
Yeah, they were like, we're keeping this shit. It's not right, honey.
I have no words. I don't know what to say.
It's not right.
I think the only time I ever really got caught was I fell asleep reading a Playboy, one of my dad's Playboys. And what's funny is the bedroom door was open. I was like 13 or so. And I woke up in the middle of the night randomly, and my mom and dad were laying in bed just talking about it. And I heard my dad go, "Yeah, I'll have a talk with him tomorrow about it." And she's like, "Well, you better, because he's young, and he shouldn't be seeing that." And all this. And he's like, "Yeah, I'll sit him down tomorrow and talk about it." I heard that. I just didn't leave my room the next day. It was like a Saturday or Sunday. I was like,
Was it your old man's Playboy?
Yes, hell
nice.
yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. Did he actually have the talk with you, though?
Hell no.
No.
Mom or dad never had the talk with me.
Really?
I can't imagine my dad having the talk with me. He's like, "Oh, God, Jesus. Just don't get her pregnant." That's all.
Right.
That's probably what my dad's would have.
My old man caught me in high school about 3 or 4 times.
He caught you in the act?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he caught me a few times in high school.
Oh, my
Not,
gosh.
That's okay. I remember the one time he goes, "What the hell are you doing?" I looked at him and said, "What the hell you think I'm doing?"
I thought you were a virgin when we got married.
Yes, that's that. Right. There we go. Virgin. When we got married.
Jeez
Hey, are we
Louise.
recording yet?
Yes.
Damn
Yes,
it.
we are recording.
Okay.
Your
Awesome.
dad's probably going to hear this.
And it's in the first 8 minutes, so he probably will.
Oh, my Lord.
Oh no.
And how old is Huck?
5. He just turned 5. He had his party
Okay.
yesterday.
Man. Okay.
Yep.
10 and 5.
Mm-hmm.
See, I still don't feel like an adult. 'cause
I
I
don't.
don't have
I don't
kids.
either. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I'm like a pretend grown up who's trying to raise kids. I don't know what I'm doing.
Shit, I feel like an adult. You kidding me?
Well, you have like 10 jobs.
I mean, no. I feel like an adult. I mean, I feel like, as compared to some of my buddies, we're pretty responsible people.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we pay
That's
our
true.
bills on time for the most part. We got jobs. I got buddies who are just bums, for God's sake.
Still in college, graduate school.
Well, no. I mean, no, there's nothing wrong with that. But I mean, I feel like an adult. Absolutely.
Okay.
I think it took me until, again, mid-30s. Somehow the brain cells from the CTE finally started clicking. There was a point where I was like, I was having to talk with a buddy of mine who's like 4 years older than me. I was like, there's a lot of times where I'm like, I don't know what to do here. Can somebody please tell me what to do here? Like just in a friendship relationship or something. I was like, I don't know. Can I have an adult come tell me what to do? Like at like 34. And I was like, and he was like, "Oh no, that never changed."
Right. And you are the adult.
Yeah.
There's no one else to ask.
No.
Yeah. It's like, who's going to... Oh, no, this is just being a mom. Who's going to cook dinner tonight? Oh, wait, that's me.
Oh, yeah.
You're so good at it, though.
You only say that because you don't want to cook.
See,
The
this
death
is why I'm
stare.
sitting 10 feet away from her right now. She gives me that look.
Yeah, in the motherhood podcast, I joked that I was sitting in between the two moms with my arms around them.
Really?
Yeah, and they're sitting on. Mike is sitting in the other room, and for the theater of the mind, and Mandy's sitting in the office.
Oh.
Yeah, they're sitting so far away from one another. I'm surprised they can hear each other.
Well, we're comfortable. We like our space.
And how long have y'all been married?
See if you can answer that.
You kidding me? 13 years plus 2 months. Actually, it was 13 years plus 2 months yesterday, right? September 10th of 05.
I'm impressed.
Third best day of my life after the dates my 2 kids were born. Hey, look, man. Look. Jody, I outkicked my coverage, man. My wife's hot.
Oh my gosh.
She's a good lady. I mean, I married way out of my league here.
You got a Southern woman.
Yes, but I wouldn't say that about every Southern woman, though.
Just saying.
Hey, look, you're special.
I am special.
I damn love you. I love you, woman.
Thanks, babe.
God.
Love you too.
Ain't no doubt about it.
And what was the name of the book you wrote?
It was don't. Did you see the book?
I saw. I just kept seeing other people posting about it. I was
so
like, where is
cover.
this?
It was
awesome.
It was called "Don't Get Fat Kids," and the cover was my fat ass on a swing at a kid's playground.
He looks like he belongs in a group home.
I was spilling out of the swing. I was
Oh,
like,
God.
the change from the swing that was holding the thing up were like indented in my sides here because I was so fat I was spilling over the thing. But the title came from the kids were out playing or something on the swing or on the playground, and I looked at them and I yelled out, "Hey, don't get fat, kids!" and my
Fatherly
wife, I think
advice.
my wife looked at me and said, "If you ever read a book, that should be the title." And we just went from there.
Oh my
Joe,
God.
I just donated the proceeds for that to the foster kids. We sold like 267 copies of that
Holy
damn thing.
crap.
I know,
Yeah.
right? I know, and I donated all the proceeds, but yeah, 200. We'll buy some Christmas presents for some foster kids.
Yep.
So I'm really excited about that.
Well, and it's just Facebook posts, but I have so many people come up to me and they're like, "Can I friend request your husband?"
Oh,
'Cause
that's ridiculous.
Somebody told me he's so funny, and he and they do. I'm like, okay, so and so friend requested you. You can okay it because he doesn't even know him.
Yeah.
But they're like, he's hilarious.
That's just ridiculous. That I appreciate that. That's very nice. That's very kind of them. But that's just ridiculous. I'm just bored. Like I'm just writing the stuff I see every day.
Yeah.
I don't know how you're bored. You have like 5 jobs now.
You know what's funny though is even with all those jobs, I still got time to sit on my ass for like an hour a day, right? I
Yes.
mean, even today, what'd I do? I got up, I gave plasma, went to church, taught Sunday school.
Do you consider that one of your jobs?
Yeah,
Giving
so I'm
plasma?
making money off the damn thing. Gave plasma, taught Sunday school, went to church, drank beer with you at Applebee's. I'm here doing this with Jody,
The Applebee's.
and we'll go home later, and I'll have like an hour in between all the damn fuss, and I'll post something on there, and that'll be the end of it. That'll be my day.
It's a good day.
is
It's
a
a
good
good
day.
Sunday.
Applebee's proud sponsor. Of
Right.
I didn't tell him that I said you should ask him to
Oh
be
my
a sponsor. When
Hey, so yeah, I don't even know how this shit works. Like, what? How does a pod? I have no clue. What is a podcast? Like,
Oh, have you never listened to a podcast?
I've listened to a podcast, but I don't know how local podcasts work.
Oh.
Does that make sense?
Jackie's Dream sponsors, I know that.
Jackie's Dream is fantastic.
Jackie's Dream.
Hot
yeah.
chicken.
So I have yet to tell her
Did you say Hot Jackie?
hot chicken.
Chicken.
Oh, I like Hot Jackie.
He's still in porn.
Apparently. Good Lord.
Mr.
Simmer
Perry.
down.
That the last 5,000 she got was from when I posted about it.
Really?
Yeah, which is crazy because I still can't believe there's 6,000. I think
That
because I
is
started looking
awesome.
at the names. I was like, wait, that came from me. That came from. Holy shit! I'm gonna owe a lot of hugs on this one because I said if you donate, I'll give you a hug.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, I reached out to her because I'm not cooking on Thanksgiving. We're staying here at home, but
Yeah.
I don't. Well, okay. Truth be told, Stu doesn't want. I can cook a turkey and stuff
Yeah.
it and make good stuff. I'm a good cook.
So
But
good.
he. I told him how much it was going to cost, and I was like, it'd probably be about $250 to get all the ingredients to make the full dinner. He's like, let's just order out. So I was like, I reached out to Jackie's Dream.
Yeah.
And I was like, I know you're moving, but maybe could you still cater? And they can't. And I totally
No.
understand.
Where
but,
they moving
you
to?
know,
Over by Fulton.
you're right across from St. Mary's. Yeah, but I wanted some hot chicken for Thanksgiving. But
Well, and I'm redoing her menu for her.
what?
Yeah, and I went by there to drop off a proof, and they were closed because she'll post to like Facebook, like we're closed today.
Yeah.
It's like, Jackie, you're killing me, man. So it won't be open till Wednesday. So I went to the new location. I was like, well, maybe they're over there working on it a little bit, and walked up, and nobody was there. It's like, well, shit. And as I was leaving, George, her partner, her cook, not her husband, her partner in the business. He pulled up in his car, and I was like, "Oh, hey, here you go." He was like, "Damn, Jody," and I was like, "Yeah, man, it's what I do. Here, just
great.
take it. Just take it, man. Just take it." And I was like, "I got some cleanup to do, and I renamed the large white the Jody."
Are you
There you
kidding?
go.
Is
No.
she going to keep it
I
that?
don't know.
That would be awesome.
I hope so. But yeah, she's moving over there. He was saying they were hoping around November this week.
The 14th is what I saw.
Like
yeah.
across the street from the football fields,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
in those empty.
Yeah, used to be a laundromat. Then it was
Yeah.
the coop
Coop,
for a while,
yep.
which I think the coop sign is still up.
Yeah, I think it is.
But yeah, that's where she's moving. That
food.
place it's magical. There was one woman I dated on Tinder. She was like, we started talking about food. Yeah,
I like how you call the women on Tinder dates. Dates.
So this one, I literally met her for breakfast. I was like, that does not sound good.
And it's not.
That does not
That's
sound
not a
good.
Tinder date at all.
Yeah, but she was like, I gotta tell you, I prefer Gus's over Jackie's Dream. And I literally texted her,
What?
well, it was nice knowing you.
Gus, oh my gosh.
I was like, that Gus's is trash, man. It's terrible. I did date one gal who's 6'1",
Really?
We're talking.
and she was using words like God love her. I hope she doesn't hear this, but she would say stuff like, "That's fire." And I was like,
Oh,
I
what?
can't be around you. And
Right.
I was like, I'm sure you're a nice person, but and you.
How old was she?
Earmuffs, Mandy, and she had giant boobs. Sorry,
Jody, no.
Sorry.
You're sweet. You're sweet, Jody.
Oh crap! That's right. My mom's
You
gonna
don't look at
listen to
boobs.
this. My mom's gonna listen to this. Oh God.
There's nothing wrong with breasts.
But yeah, but I was just like, I can't. The way she talked, she also that was a very expensive date, and I was like, I thought we were just meeting for a drink, and all of a sudden I'm out $75, $85.
Right.
I was like,
Where'd you go?
we went to Not Watson's. We just met there middle of the day on a Saturday for a drink, and she
Yeah.
was like, "Are you going to order food?" And it's like, "Well, no." She was like, "Oh, well." I was like, "Okay."
Yeah.
And then when the bill came, never reached. Never. I've learned there are like 3 moves. There's the like polite reach. Is like, hey, you don't really want to pay. There's the no reach, which is, I guess I'm paying for everything. And then there's one like, no, I'm going to pay
Oh.
because that's fair.
Which
And
do you
you never
prefer?
reached?
The bill came and sat there, and she did not move.
So she went stoic.
Yes.
So you were like,
I was like,
gotta pay this.
God, I gotta pay this. And I pulled out, put my credit card, and as the bartender was halfway to the cash register, she was like, "Oh well, I could." I was like, "Shut up! No,
Right.
No."
And this was a morning date?
This was a mid-afternoon date.
Yeah, you ain't getting nowhere with the chick mid-afternoon like that.
No.
Did this turn into the dating tips podcast?
Well, it was a Tinder date, right?
Yeah.
You ain't
That's
going on
hilarious.
Tinder dates. You ain't going on Tinder dates to make relationships.
Sadly, it has turned to that. It is
Bullshit.
No, it is
So
all.
what's now Tinder? I mean, what is Tinder that
Actually,
now that Tinder's not Tinder anymore?
Here, you like this? I was on 8 different dating apps at the same
now
time.
we're talking. There we go.
Let's see, Tinder.
Sue will be your wingman.
Hey, I'm a hell of a wingman, by the way.
I need to just message you and go like, okay, we're going to be here. Come in like 15 minutes after we're
Because,
there.
dude, I got nothing to lose, and my wedding ring ain't not coming off. There's no way this thing's coming off. I can reel them in, man. I can't take them home. I can funnel them to you, but I'm a hell of a wingman. We can do that. Did I tell you about the time that I got
my
someone
God.
set up a Tinder profile for me?
No.
Okay, I want to hear your dating websites, but I'm going to tell you about my
Okay.
asshole buddy who set up a Tinder profile for me.
It sounds like it's a good friend.
He didn't
Like-
tell me.
Yeah.
So what's that? You were a Tinder?
There's Tinder, Bumble.
Bumble's the one that the chicks reach out to you, right?
Yes. Hinge has more like questions and answers, so you can figure out more stuff. OkCupid, Happen, which is so geo-targeted based, where it's like, you passed by her yesterday. You were within a quarter mile of her. I was like,
Wow.
that's kind of creepy.
It's a little stalkerish, yeah.
There was one called like,
Farmers only.
Thinking of that.
no, I would need to do a photo shoot. If
No,
I
that would
needed
be
to on
awesome.
Farmers
No, that would
Only.
be awesome.
Inner Circle or something like that was supposed to be like more authentication and stuff. I deleted all the apps because they were just nightmare machines.
That's a lot to keep up with.
What the hell am I missing? I can't remember what else I'm missing. Coffee Meets Bagel.
What?
Which,
How meta.
yeah, to where it was like you earned beans as coins.
Sweet Jesus.
And you couldn't like approve of one until you paid the beans.
You're just trying to
What?
get ass.
And you could buy beans within the app.
That's not.
Oh, yeah.
That's too
Oh, yeah.
much work.
I have a private Facebook page of all the nightmare shit I see on Tinder.
I want to be in that Facebook
Okay.
page.
I also want to be in that.
It's a lot of couples and I've seen a lot of kids on there. Like entire families and shit. Not a kid's profile, but it's like here's me and my 5 kids. Here's me and my oh god.
Really?
Yeah, don't get me started. Like I have like 24, 25 screen grabs that I need to post to Tinderlicious of funny shit. Do you remember Brittany Jackson, who was a Lady Vols?
Absolutely. Blonde, tall.
Yes. Also dated and had a kid with Albert Hainsworth and then would refer to him as the N-word in public.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see them down at the courthouse every now and then.
She pops up for me all the time on there, and I have right swipe being like, this is going to be worth it for the story. This is
Right.
going to be
Oh my
hilarious. Jackie Pearl, Bruce Pearl's daughter, which she probably won't like me saying that on here because I don't really know her, but some of my friends are really close with her. She's popped up for me a lot on there.
So when you say
Wow.
popped up, does that mean that they're like eligible for a date?
Yes. And if
And-
you both right swipe, so the only app I have is Bumble right now. I deleted all of them because
So that means that they are interested in you as
yes,
well?
if you both right swipe on Bumble and Tinder, then you're both interested. Now on like Hinge, you message people, so they could just not like you. But see, like here's this woman. You can see photos. Here's a little bit of info about her, and then you can left swipe and say no. Like that's all this is. Left swipe or right swipe. And then if they're close enough, then they like I have a message from one right now.
Oh, read it.
So the funny part is I have a date tonight with one, a date tomorrow with another one, and I have 2 different ones I'm talking to.
That's fantastic.
Dang, Jody.
And they all, as a weird coinky dink, they all happen to be blonde, which I was like, wait, this is okay. That's interesting. Let's see.
It's so easy nowadays to get a chick.
You had to work hard.
I know. It's so different nowadays than it was back in the day. Back in the day, you had to approach a girl at a bar, wherever the hell you were, and have a line.
You had to
and
call
be
my
funny,
friends.
and track down the phone number and be interested enough that she would say yes. Nowadays, you just swipe right, for God's sake. If I was single, God knows I don't want to be single, but if I was single,
Honey,
I'd be
I
on
know.
that damn Tinder all day long swiping right.
Oh, yeah.
Because, I mean, it's so easy to pick up chicks nowadays.
Oh,
Yeah,
I've
but-
seen guys that they just swipe. They don't even look at the women. They
They're
swipe
just,
right.
Just the law of probability right
Yes.
there.
But you also say if you didn't have us, you would be living in a trailer. You know, with
bet
a
your ass.
futon.
If I
So
was
as soon
married,
as you took her to your place, she'd be like, no.
Oh, come on now. Yeah, if I wasn't married, I'd be in a trailer with like I wouldn't even have a car. I'd probably be riding a bike and heating the place with a kerosene heater.
my Lord.
Monthly expenses would be under $300 a month, and
Yeah, I
just
sent a picture.
banking all that money.
Last night it was 60 degrees in my house.
She told me.
I told him about that. I was like, Jody said he put the heat on for us.
I did.
Thank you.
So your friend set up a Tinder account for you.
So my asshole friend, I'm at a bachelor party down in Tampa. And, we've been drinking for like 5 hours, and my buddy goes, look, hey, my phone's dead. Can I use your phone to call my wife? All right, sure, what the hell? So I got my phone, and he walked away for like an hour. We were playing beer pong, and about an hour later, he comes back and gives me my phone. I didn't think anything of it. Like a month later, we're sitting at our house just hanging out, and I get a text message from a gal friend of mine
Yeah.
who's single, and she goes, hey, I'm not judging, but I was on Tinder today.
Oh, she's judging.
She's like, I'm on Tinder today, and I came across your picture with your kids as a profile. If you and Mandy are into that thing, that's cool.
We are
But
not
I just
swingers.
want, in case you're not, I just want you to know that there's a Tinder profile out there for you. So I start sweating, right? Because my wife's like 4 feet from me, and I'm reading this on my phone. And the thought process was, do I tell my wife?
Yeah.
Do I? Because I've never been on Tinder. I have no clue how that shit works. I don't have a username or password. Even if
Yeah.
I try to like retrieve the username or password, it's not going to get emailed to me. So what the hell do I do, right? So I'm like, I don't know if I tell my wife or not. So I thought, just tell her. She'll think it's funny. I'll just cover your ass. So I told her. And she just starts laughing, and I'm like, "Are you
I'm
not?"
like, no, dude.
I said, "Are you not worried about me having a Tinder account? Like you're taking this as a joke?" And she goes, "Honey, you're so cheap you could not afford a side
It's the
chick."
truth.
Right?
He would not pay for a side chick
You
ever.
could not afford a side chick. You would never pay
Oh, my
for it. So I
God.
know that this is bullshit. And thank God I told my wife, because not 20 minutes later,
Yeah, I got a Facebook.
some bitch sent my wife a private message saying, "Hey, your husband's got a Tinder account. I want you to know he's out there."
I'm like emailing back the laughing emoji.
Yeah.
She's like, "What's wrong with you?"
Yes, right. So thank God. But anyway, I tracked down my buddy who opened the damn thing up, and we took it down. But that was an interesting 30 minutes right there.
Yeah, anybody can
Yeah.
do as long as you're logged into Facebook on your phone.
Yeah. So yeah, he saved my Facebook profile pic,
Yeah.
which was me and my 2 kids.
Yeah.
and used that as my Tinder pic. Which the shocking thing is how many people probably fucking swiped left on me in the month that
Wait,
I
is
had a
left good
Tinder.
or bad? I don't
Left
know.
is bad.
Yeah.
Well.
Or swiped right on me in the month that I had a Tinder profile and never told me about it at all.
Or
oh, he's
swiped
just a
up, which
swinger.
is super like.
Ew.
Really? That's
Super.
a thing?
Yeah.
Wow. I'd like to know who super liked you.
I don't know. Fuck.
Can you
only get-
reopen it and
You
look
only
at
get
it
one
again?
a day. I mean,
Oh,
You get one super like a day.
wow.
So you got to save it.
yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, that is pretty crazy.
I've used it. There have been 2 women that I've connected. Here's the weird thing about those apps. I'm trying to think of a good percent. There's not a good percentage. There's so many that you connect and they never will respond back to you. And I'm like, what the hell is the point? And
So
the-
you swipe right and she swipe right.
Yeah.
And then you send her a message, but she ghosts you.
Crickets. And there's one to where she's friends with one of my friends because, of course, it's 2018. I look these people up on Facebook. I'm
Right,
like,
yeah.
Are you crazy or is this a real person? Because there are tons of bots. There's one who essentially wanted us to get married.
What?
And she lives in Missouri, and she kept going on and on and on. I was like, you're a bot. And she was like, that hurts my feelings. I was like, I'm sure it does. I'm sure you're some dude in the middle of nowhere.
Oh my gosh.
Like in Russia, like
What the hell's a bot?
that's somebody trying to get information from you so they can hack your account or steal money from you.
Okay, so not a robot.
No, some of them
Which
are.
would
Some
be
of
cooler.
them, some of them are automated to where because those are really funny because it sounds like somebody who's dealing with English as a second language.
Right, there you go.
Yeah, that's like that's not how that sentence works. Yeah. But yeah. But yeah, I kept on going back at her, and she was like, well, it's really important to have physical intimacy. I was like, I don't know you, man. I was like, and you live in freaking Missouri. Like, this is not going to happen.
Why don't
my
you just
gosh.
play with them for a while?
Oh, I did.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
I did,
absolutely.
and then I screen grabbed every single moment of the conversation, and then I'll put it up in
yeah,
Tinderlicious.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
Is that your Facebook page? Tenderlicious?
It's called Tinderlicious. I fixed the logo to make it be Tinderlicious.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
I want to look at that.
And some of my female friends post stuff in there too. And we were sitting around on one of them's porch. That's the funniest when my friends come up on there. And most of them I just laugh. And one of them had told me before, she was like, I always right swipe on you when you come up because you're my buddy. I was like, okay. So I tested that theory. She came up and I right swiped. I was like, you are a match. I was like, shit, she wasn't bullshitting. Like, and she was like, oh, look at you. Yeah, like,
Is she single?
yeah, but no.
Okay, but no.
No, we're like
Why?
brother and sister. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought Tinder was just for getting ass, though.
It used to be.
So now it's like turning into
an actual dating app.
like Match.com or whatever the hell.
The only one that has remained a hookup app is Grindr.
Grindr.
Yes.
It sounds fantastic. What is Grindr?
Do you know what Grindr is?
I think I've heard of
It's
it. But
it's gay men.
It's jeez. I
what
said
does
the
that
wrong
mean?
thing
I don't even
there.
know what that means.
It's gay men. It's a
Oh.
gay men's version of Tinder, and it's a pretty much a hookup app.
So if you swipe the right,
Swipe right. We're
Then
gonna
you're
meet.
gonna-
We're gonna.
oh.
There's you can find it on YouTube. Conan. Do you know Billy on the Street? Billy Eichner.
Uh-huh.
So he worked on Conan for a while. Well, he's a gay man. He set up a Grindr profile for Conan, and they started swiping, and it's like 10 minutes long. It's hilarious. They also did one with, I think it's James Franco's brother, where they set up a Tinder account and for Conan and started started swiping them. They're so funny, and they're like 10 minutes long. But yeah, it's a nightmare. Like one gal, we went out on the first date, and it was fine. Although here's the weird thing with me, because, well, you know this about me and pants. I hate wearing pants. But when I go on a date, I'll wear pants and I'll dress nice. I put beard oil in.
you actually wear pants?
Yes. I have my one pair of pants. I
What?
have 3 pairs of pants in there. I only have 3 pairs of pants.
You put beard oil in.
Yes. I showed up, and this woman had come from a run and was wearing runner shorts and like a tank top. And I was like, what the? We're meeting for
Really?
coffee on a Sunday at like 10 in the morning.
Yeah, but that's sexy. Little runner shorts.
She was also 6 foot tall. So yes.
That's awesome.
But it was just like, damn it. It was middle of summer. I was like, I'm wearing pants. I'm boiling my ass off.
That's a big deal.
I'm boiling my ass off. So we went on second date, and she mauled me at the end of the date. I was like, oh, shit, this is going well.
Really?
Right? Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
And then third date, we came back here and fooled around a little bit, and then the bottom dropped out. I almost want to show you the text because it was hilarious. I'm trying to think. So my dad had hernia surgery. I had stayed up, only gotten 2 hours of sleep, and I'm sitting in the hospital waiting on him to get out of surgery. And I get these random texts. We were supposed to go Blue Plate Special the next day. Me and I call her the 6-footer. I also have nicknames for most of them. The 6-footer, and she sent me these texts like, yeah, Blue Plate tomorrow will be great, and let's do this, and what about this, and oh yeah, I think we'd work better as friends. I'm just going with my gut, and then we can do this. And I was just like, whoa. And in the middle, and I usually show friends, and they'll always look and they'll read. And I was like that. It's like, oh, you just got to it. Like, it come out of nowhere. And then she got mad at me for being unwilling to be her friend.
Oh.
I was like, no, I like you, and you attacked me in a good way. And no.
Attacked me in a good way.
I was like, this is
Is that a
dumb.
euphemism?
No. But yeah, so it's turned into more dating, and it's turned into that kind of stuff. So
Those are good times.
I know. I laugh about her now. It really bummed me out then. But that's why I got off the apps. Like, I had like 4 of those in a row to where it was like, there's.
Yeah, but you're missing. You're focusing on the negative here. You got laid out of the whole thing.
Yeah. Oh.
I mean, that's the way you need to be focusing.
I'm gonna make him very happy because I'm gonna show him a picture of 2 of the women I've hooked
good
up with
Lord.
Now we're talking.
on Tinder.
There we go.
Now,
And-
see how I live vicariously through you because you get to go to cool concerts and cool shows and
Yeah.
whatnot. My husband's going to live vicariously through you because you get to date and
Well, no,
You
don't
would.
say it that way. I don't want.
Oh no, these 2 I did not date. They were
Oh, okay.
they were liquor reps. One of-
Bacardi girls.
look at his
Bacardi
face.
girls.
He's like nodding.
and 2 of my female friends, Brandy and Sarah, were like, God, TMI. They were like, how long has it been since you got laid? I was like, well, it's been a little while. And they're like, I don't know how you take it. And no. Oh, you don't want to see this? And then I showed them pictures of these 2 different women. They're like, and I was like, this is why. Because I still remember these.
So
Oh
so
my
you
gosh.
went on a
You saw them from back there.
you went on a date with this chick?
Oh, no. I didn't go on a date with her.
Uh
We just hooked up for a couple nights.
oh that
Jody.
she's lovely. She's lovely.
Jody. I don't even want to look.
Okay.
I can't
I'll show
tarnish
you
my
the other
image
one.
of you.
Jenny.
The
Sorry.
man who buys Girl Scout cookies for my daughter.
I'm still a very nice man. Yeah. Let's see. crap.
Ain't nothing wrong with a man getting laid.
Oh my Lord.
That should be your motto for the day.
This
Ain't
one you're
nothing
not
wrong
gonna.
with
This
a
one you're
man
not
getting
gonna
laid.
believe.
Oh, now we're talking. There we go. Ooh, lovely. Lovely.
Lovely.
Looks like she's got a great personality.
I knew that was. I knew
Well
you were gonna say
read,
that.
well read, very intellectual. Could carry
Oh
on
my
a conversation.
So yes, there still is that aspect of it, but I don't have the mental capacity for that part anymore.
You want
what
to settle
part?
down.
For what part?
That part.
You
Like,
don't
they
have
were-
the capacity to get laid by random beautiful women. Is that what you're saying? That's ridiculous.
Talk to me in a week. I might change my
Are
mind.
you kidding? Look. You need to be taking advantage of this shit as long as you can, man.
I really thought you were going to preface that with, "While married life is wonderful."
Hey, married life is wonderful. I started this whole damn thing with saying I'll kick my coverage, but the dude's getting laid here, and now he's like hedging his bet on. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I know what
You're
you're saying.
giving me this side eye over here, which makes me a
I
little.
know what you're saying.
My odds of getting laid myself tonight are going down considerably with every look, every passing glance that I have
Oh,
over
my
here.
God. Oh, you talking about out kicking your coat? There are some women that I've dated to where I've been like, "You see me, right? Like I don't understand what's
You
going."
say that to them?
yeah.
Oh, come on now.
I said that to two different women. Where I was like, I don't understand. I'm just I'm happy to be here.
Hey, look,
I'm super
Jody,
happy.
Jody, I'm going to tell you something. On at least 3 occasions, my wife has said you're a good-looking man.
Oh Jesus!
On
No.
at least 3.
End of podcast. Let's cut off.
Now, didn't you guys go to prom together or something like that?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, my bad.
No,
I'm thinking of Scott, because at one point Scott had the big beard. You know, Scott Richardson.
Yeah.
Yep.
I have no clue who Scott is.
He went to Gracie's baptism. Oh,
I
whatever.
barely remember that.
Yeah, I know.
Oh man, you missed. Oh God, this was. We'll get back to marriage. I swear I'll circle it back around. So we had our 20th high school reunion.
Yeah.
So we went to Barley's.
Yes, I saw pictures.
And it was getting very late in the night, and it was me and Matt Jones,
Uh-huh.
and then it was Matt Jones is 6.
Oh, Matt's one of my favorite dudes.
Okay, Matt's
Great
an
guy.
awesome guy.
He's a tall dude, too.
Although bald now, all he does is he's like, "Damn it, I think you got bigger." Like, he tells me that every time. He's like, "Look at you, I have to look up to you now. This is weird." But it was also like Damien, Tony, like it was me and Matt and a bunch of black dudes standing on the second floor on that little deck on Barley's, and half of them are smoking, and we're standing around bullshitting, and all of a sudden I see this kid walking up, and he's kind of almost playing pinball with the walls. Like he gets to the door, and he opens the door, and he looks at us, and he does the fast blink thing where he's like,
Yeah, that's
like that,
pretty
and
intimidating.
looks around. I was like, "Hey man, what's up? Come on out here, man." And he was wanting to smoke. I was like, "Come on out here." He's like, "What's going on out here?" I was like,
We're the bouncers. We're just taking a break.
I was like, "We're having a 20 high school reunion." And he's like, "Oh, cool. Where'd you go to high school?" I said, "Fulton." He's like, "Oh."
Right? Right?
Eddie, I told you. And
And then he
Fulton.
said, "I went to Halls." I was like, "Yeah." And when did you graduate? And he was like, "Well, like 6 years ago." I was like, "Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Have your damn smoke." And I went back to talking to Big D.
Oh, Lord.
I'm talking to Big D, and I'm telling his wife stories about us in high school. I'm not telling her the dirty stories, but I'm telling her stories
There
about.
were no dirty stories.
Yeah, Big D is 5'5", 5'6", weighs 350.
So the big D refers to something else.
No, he was just a big, large man.
So heavy D.
I used to have to pick his ass up in football practice, where I'd be like, "God damn it, D, mother!"
Nice.
Like, no,
Right.
no. But that guy is standing there, kind of standing beside, will not talk to us. And all of a sudden somebody looks over the edge and says, "Oh, there's a cop." There was a cop who'd been parked there and was walking towards the back of the building. I was like, "Oh." And then I looked around, and the kid was fast walking back inside. He was scared. I was like, "Dude, you don't, never mind. Just go away, you damn Halls sheltered kid. Go away."
Country boy.
Yeah. But yeah, it was fun. It was.
I hate that I missed it.
yeah.
We were driving back from the beach that day.
Fulton got beat by Catholic on Friday night though.
No.
Oh, let's put that. Let's record that for infamy right here
No.
for eternity.
Well,
So yeah, I'm curious. I'm always curious. Other people who went to Fulton if they thought it was as rough as I thought it was. Like I saw a gun on the first day. Saw a guy get.
did?
Good day.
Do you remember Chucky?
no. Our
Chucky.
freshman year?
Chucky, a sophomore threatened him because apparently Chucky was selling drugs. Sorry, Chucky, although I think Chucky may be dead. Threatened him with a gun. I was like, "Wait, what are we doing here?" Like, and he's like, "You better get my money."
What?
The third floor girls' bathroom always smelled like weed.
This is like
I remember
1992.
Jennifer Cheek blowing weed smoke in my face in homeroom, and I was like, "I get randomly drug tested for football."
Wait, she was smoking weed in homeroom?
No, in the third floor girls' bathroom. They came in
okay.
there and
Okay.
held it in and blew it in my face in the library.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It sounds like a fantastic educational experience that you guys had there.
Look, we both made it to college.
Yeah.
And
Hey, I've
our
been to the
success-
school.
We're some of the people.
I mean, we have a handful from our graduating class. that
I
have
think
done
we did the
well.
math. Like over half are either dead in jail or have
that's
done
not
jail
good at
time.
all.
Really?
Yeah.
That is
Little
not good.
Jackie. Yeah. A lot of. Yeah.
Jackie. Oh man.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. I'm always curious. I always joke. I was like, Fulton is the rich kids are the ones who are driving the old used cars. Like we had no kids driving new cars.
Oh no.
No. I can't imagine. Yeah, and it was weird. Like our graduating class was only like 103 to 108 people.
Yeah, but kids are trying to get in there to play football, aren't they?
Now, not back then. We sucked.
Oh, we
Right.
were terrible.
My freshman year, we were 0-8 on our freshman team,
It's good. It's a solid team right
and
there.
then 1-9 for varsity.
Hey, you improved.
Yeah.
All right.
On varsity.
Was
yeah.
that Coach Black back then too?
Oh yeah, but he didn't coach freshman. He coached. He's the one who
Varsity.
made me tough too because I was hitting this guy Riley. Do you remember Riley?
Last name?
God, I have weird memory. I was hitting Riley, and Coach Black grabbed me, and he was like screaming at me, like, "You stood up with Riley? He's a pussy!" And
Coach Black did not say that word.
He was
No.
screaming at me. I was like, "Let me go again, Coach!" And I knocked Riley off his feet, like 10 yards back. I knocked the shit out.
Okay, for Reverend Coach Black was also our like cheerleading
Yeah.
sponsor coach and the sweetest man
Oh, yeah.
alive, and so he never said that P word. I don't believe.
Oh,
it,
trust
Jody.
me, there's much worse with
No.
Coach Black with him headbutting people, and
No.
he cracked one dude's helmet open. He has a steel plate in his head.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. Football coach.
Yeah,
Hell, they won like 8 state championships in the last
he is
15
also one of the
years.
nicest
I mean,
guys.
Jesus.
He's so
Like
nice.
I got my money stole one day during gym.
What?
Yeah, and he gave me like $2 coins. He's like,
Aw.
here. He's like, get some milk. Get some extra milk.
See, he's
Yeah.
amazing.
He's
Yeah.
great.
I guess he had to be coached too.
Oh yeah, he was tough. He was the nicest guy in the world, though. But
Yep.
yeah, they cracked me up. Okay, God, this is the worst segue ever. Speaking of cracking me up, I think when we first become friends on Facebook, it was around your all's anniversary because you posted the story of how the first time you saw Mandy, and I think I spit Coke on my computer screen.
She,
Oh dear
Because it
Lord.
was the funniest, and I was like, "Oh my God, you tagged her! Oh my God, I think her parents are on Facebook! Oh my God!"
yeah, I mean, her parents know all this shit.
Oh, he will post things on Facebook about, oh, I didn't get sex again tonight.
Well, no. I don't know if I go that far. But
Yeah.
there's a side eye again right there. So she was doing the walk of shame. It was awesome. She was.
It wasn't the walk of shame.
It was
he was my boyfriend.
completely the walk of shame.
If he's your boyfriend, it's not the walk of
There's no
shame.
distinction here. If you're leaving a man's house before 9 a.m. after boning the night before, that's the walk of shame.
And this
My
was in
apartment
college.
was right across the street, and he was my boyfriend.
All right, so look, I'm at my buddy's place helping him move out of his apartment into my house that I had rented. And we started at like 6 a.m. So summertime, right? So 6 a.m.,
Yeah.
the sun's already kind of out. So by 7:30, we got a good lather.
Yeah.
we'd been drinking a little bit while we're moving. It's an hour and a half in. I decided to step out for my first cigarette of the move. And so I'm outside. It's 7:30. It's beautiful out. I'm smoking a cigarette. I'm drinking my first Paps. And to the left, I will never forget this. To the left, it was dawn. So the sun had just come up. And I see this blonde. And I remember she's wearing her rainbow flip-flops.
Remember, Jody, I was a blonde in high school too, right?
You were what?
Just saying, this is my natural color.
She had rainbow flip-flops on and little pink Umbro shorts. You remember those little Umbro shorts that girls used to wear back in the day?
Yeah.
She had these little skimpy pink Umbro shorts,
You're
and
talking
she
about my
had
rainbow
this
brand flip-flops.
rainbow brand
brown ones?
flip-flops,
Yes,
but Umbro
okay.
shorts. And she had a white.
Things I focus on versus the things
She had a white cotton skin tight T-shirt on that she was wearing no bra at all.
My father will be so proud.
She was jiggling in all the right places.
Oh my gosh.
It was awesome. It was like, and I could see the jiggle. I could see the jiggle from about 50 yards away because my wife.
Sorry, Daddy.
My wife, God love her. My wife's been blessed, and so I see the jiggle, and as she's coming, and she's walking, and her hair. She had, day after sex hair.
Oh my
her
God.
hair was all sexed up, and her makeup was all smeared. And so I'm seeing her, right, and I'm in between puffs of my cigarette, and I go, okay, look, we didn't have Tinder back then or Bumble or whatever the hell. So I'm like, okay, I gotta reach out to this chick, but she's like a good 50 yards away. Even at her closest point, she's like 50 yards away. And so she goes from the left to the right, and she gets dead like 90 degrees on me. And I said, okay, I got to say something. So I go, I beckoned out. I go, hey, lady. And she looks over at me. She stops. She looks over at me. I go, you want a beer? Right? And she looks at me like, who is this dude yelling at me? And she said, no, but I'll take a cigarette. And
I didn't smoke, Mama.
And she walked over, and we talked. And we talked for probably 10 minutes before my buddies came down from the apartment to see that I was hitting on you. And they talked a little bit, and I shooed them off. And then you left before I could get your phone number, and then you went back to your apartment. And I thought, I'm never going to see her again.
Yeah.
Because I didn't see what apartment she went into. It was like an apartment complex. So there was like 10 apartments. So I'd had to go door to door. So I thought, I'm not going to see her again. She had dropped in the conversation that she had a boyfriend. Okay, so I knew where she was coming from. So she's doing a walk of shame. That's fine. I'm not going to see her again.
Not the walk of shame if it's your boyfriend.
So she left, and that was it. And so the rest of the day, I'm waiting for her to come down from the apartment so I can get her name and number. She never does. And we move my buddy. Don't talk to her again. 3 weeks later, we're at O'Charlie's on the Strip, back when O'Charlie's was O'Charlie's.
Oh, my God.
And she's there, and her and the boyfriend had just broken up, and she was hammered. And she saw me.
Oh, Lord.
She saw me, and she wanted the goods.
I acted like a lady. I promise.
And I said no. And I said no. I said, you're too drunk for me to take you home tonight. I'm going to find you a ride home, and I will come find you here in the next couple of days. This is all true. This is true.
See, I think
I'm just picturing an 18-year-old listening to this going, you had to get her phone number? And
Right,
also,
exactly.
wait, where was the Uber?
we didn't have
There was no cell phones back then. There was
No.
no cell
No,
phones.
nothing.
So I got her ride home, and then that was a Friday night, and then Sunday I said, okay, I got to find this broad. I got her name. I know who her friends are.
Somehow
Yeah.
you got my birthday, too. 'cause
Well,
my birthday was
I had to
coming up.
call 6 of her friends before that one would
Wow.
finally
Old
give me a
school.
phone number.
Wow.
They all said, the first 5 said, no, you are not dating her. I'm not giving you her phone number. The 6th one finally
Yeah.
caved and said, I'm going to call Mandy to see if it's okay.
Yeah.
And then she got back a hold of me and gave me the number, and I called her that night, and we went on our first date that following Friday night. Right?
Yep.
Did you take her to the Applebee's?
No. No. No, that'd have been a good idea. But we went to Riverside Tavern, which is now
Yeah.
Roost
Oh.
Chris.
Yep,
Nice.
we did.
And then I offered her to go to a movie, and she said no. And instead, we went back to my apartment,
And we shook hands and,
we shook hands.
Oh my
said
god.
this was a great
Yes,
date.
all night long. We shook hands all night long.
Oh my
How-
god.
I had a refrigerator of so I used to have a test, right, for chicks. Like, so my favorite beer is Pabst.
Okay.
And so, like, if I would offer them a ribbon
Yeah.
and they hissed or I ain't drinking that, then she not my kind of chick.
Yeah.
I had a fridge on our first date. I had a fridge of a 12-pack of ribbon and a box of wine of Franzia.
Oh god.
And she was down. She was
No,
down.
didn't you buy some of those Jack? No, that was like our third.
That was like our
fourth
third date.
The Jack.
So we
Daniel's
sat there and
mixed drinks
drank-
that you can get at
Oh,
the grocery store.
geez.
We drank like a 12-pack of ribbon and half a box of wine on our first day, and we shook hands all night long. And
Oh, my
I took
Lord.
her home the next day, and that was it. I mean, we've been together ever since.
You asked me to go to Chicago with your
Yes,
family
literally.
for a wedding.
My wife, God love her, she was my last first kiss. If you can believe that shit.
Aww.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, look at that.
Wow. I can't.
that-
Wow.
Is that gonna get me laid later?
Oh my god.
See, there's always ulterior motives.
So I have a
Oh.
question.
Yeah. Hey,
Okay. So the 5 friends that didn't give the number, are you still friends with those 5 girls? Or the 6th girl?
the only one I remember that actually
It was Katie that
Katie
gave
was
you
the only
number.
one that gave me the number. So I don't
We're
remember who the
friends with
first 5
Katie.
were. But your friends did not like me at all.
No, that was weird.
I mean, most of your friends.
I'm
didn't
just
like me.
curious if they came back around. If the 5 came back around.
I think when they realized that we were serious,
Yeah.
right? I mean, they just didn't
Yeah.
want me to. They just didn't want me to. Just to.
Break my heart,
I was
my
gonna,
sweet innocent heart.
I was gonna say boner and leave her in the gutter.
So eloquent. I can
Yeah.
see that you're a publisher.
Right,
It's, so romantic.
But no, but
Yeah.
once they saw that we were serious about each other, I think that was. I mean, it was pretty evident early on that we were probably gonna.
Look,
end up
I'm going to
together.
embarrass you because you embarrassed me saying I did the walk of shame. We were in your apartment one night listening to Dave Matthews.
I was a fantastic lover, wasn't I? Fantastic.
You said, I think I've fallen in love with you. And I was like, what? And you're like, I think I've fallen in love with you.
That
I
could
was
be
like,
true. I don't even know.
Okay.
That's not embarrassing. Look, I married you. That doesn't embarrass me at
You
all.
got 2 kids.
it's true.
That doesn't embarrass me
That's
at
true.
all. I profess my love for you on Jody's podcast here.
Thanks, babe.
You're welcome, babe.
There's at least 3, maybe 4 whole people
Right.
that'll hear
Right?
this.
See, that's awesome.
Thanks, babe. That cereal commercial will always be our thing.
No, it's not cereal. It was like soup.
No, I thought it was cereal.
Thanks, babe.
Do you remember that commercial?
It's like a Campbell's soup commercial.
No.
It was like it was a cute little old black couple. And I swear she was pouring cereal in his bowl. And he's like, thanks, babe. And so
Oh
he
my
always said,
Yeah,
god.
that's like a good
I know.
15 years old. It's pretty old.
we're old.
Oh no. I always do the thing of because I'm a guy and you don't ask women their age. I always, when somebody will say something, I was like, how old do you think I am? Just because I'm curious. Because I don't have any gray in my beard or anything.
Yeah.
And I've had somebody like within the last year is like, probably about 33. I was like, thank you.
That's
right.
awesome.
There you go.
Holy
Yes.
shit. It's like that.
That is great.
Yeah. I was like, but then I had somebody say, this was like 2 years ago, said like 42, 43. I was like,
What?
I will murder you. I was
Oh.
like, don't you dare.
Yeah, but you got to be, what, 40?
I just turned 40.
Why would you be offended by 42, 43?
I think it was 2 or 3 years ago. I was like, wait, I still got a couple
You're like, I
years
still
till
haven't
I,
hit that
till I hit that
milestone
4.
yet.
See, like,
Yeah.
see, like when my dad was 42, 43, he looked old. He looked 42, 43. We don't look
No.
42,
Yeah,
43.
Your hair's not like I think when your dad was your age, his hair was already white, right?
Yeah, I mean, it was white-ish.
Well, God, see, it's too easy to pick up. We had him for a son. I mean, of course it's, sorry. That was too easy.
Yeah,
As a
you
layup.
you need a podcast just for his stories and the things he put his parents through when he was growing up. No wonder your dad has white
See,
hair.
much like you, my parents think I was a goody two-shoes.
You were a sweet boy, Jody Collins.
Maybe we'll have a side podcast.
Right.
You're a sweet
right.
boy.
I have so many stories that, and now my mom started telling me I was over there one day, and she was like, "Oh, I've started listening to your podcast." I was like, "Don't do that! Don't do that! Don't do that! Don't do that! I've told stories on there. Don't do that! No." And my sister, and so it was my sister's birthday. I said, "I'm gonna tell you a story to your face that I told on the podcast. So when you hear it, it's not as much of a shock, and I don't get an angry phone call from you." So, like I said, they didn't like me seeing boobs. So I was 19. I'd come home from working at Taco Bell super late at night. I was tired.
So
Taco
good.
Bell, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and I was tired and I hurt everywhere. And I sat down, and my dad, Dad has the big chair. So I'm sitting in his chair, and my mom is sitting on the far end of the couch smoking her Virginia Slims, probably drinking a Mellow Yellow at 1 a.m.
It's delicious.
And she's sitting there and she's watching the TV, and it's some movie to where a woman took her top off and you could see through her bra. And my mom, in between cigarette pulls, went, "Turn your head." And I was so tired that I went, "Mom, not only have I seen a boob, I've touched a boob."
Oh my
now we're
gosh.
talking.
And she
talking.
What?
didn't blink and went, and then pointed and went, "Go to your room." She never stopped looking at the TV. I was like, "Yes, ma'am."
You were 19.
That is
I was
awesome.
19, and I told her that, and I told her that, and before I told that story, I looked at my sister. I said, "Happy birthday" for this story, and I told the story, and my mom went, "No, I didn't. No, I didn't." I was like, "Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did." I was like, "Wait, whose memory are you going to believe?"
Mm-hmm.
I remember.
At 19, though, you should have touched tits by that point.
Oh my God.
Shouldn't you?
Yeah.
At 19?
Oh yeah.
I mean, you've gone through 2 proms, a couple homecoming dances, half
What's
dozen
funny?
girlfriends.
God, this is not going to help. I didn't go to either one of our proms.
You didn't?
No, because they sucked. They were at the Tennessee.
Yeah, I mean, I love the Tennessee Theater.
This was
but-
back before it got fixed up. It was
Yeah.
kind of a shithole.
No
back-
one's going to prom for the prom.
No.
Well, my junior year, I went with a friend, and the senior year, I was dating Nick. So
I think they both sucked. That's why I didn't want to go. And I think my junior year, I was playing basketball with somebody. Like I wasn't.
Really?
I didn't even care.
Yeah.
And then senior year, there's a longer story that does not. It's not very nice. There were a couple college girls came down with a friend of mine.
Now we're
and
talking.
Yeah.
There you go.
And I was like, and I think I told Sean Good, I came into school on Monday. He was like, "Where were you at?" And I said some very inappropriate things. I was like, "Good luck with your tuxes and shit." Because Miss,
learning so much about you.
sorry, what's it?
In a good way. In a good
English
way.
teacher, Miss Noob, Miss, what the hell was her name?
Noob.
I can't remember her name. It was like KN Nab.
Cube or
Whatever. I had made the joke that I was going to wear shorts to prom because I wore shorts all the time. And she was like, "No, you're not. I won't let you in." I was like, "If I paid money,
yeah.
you'll respect it. If I paid money, I'm getting in that damn prom." She was like, "No, I won't let you in." I was like, "Bullshit. I'm going." And she was like, "No." I was like, "Well, then screw your prom. You ain't getting my $45 or whatever it is."
Yeah, it was expensive.
And the one story I want to eventually tell Leah is there was one time, God love him, Bo and I were standing outside of English class.
Bo
and
Smith?
Yeah. I know. He also, not to speak ill of dead, he also picked on me
Did he?
all the time. He was bad.
In high school?
Yeah.
You gotta pee? You don't need to give me the mic. I just announced it.
Yeah. But Leah, we were standing outside of English class one morning. It's middle of the winter, and I was wearing shorts and a T-shirt. And as she was walking up the hall, she was calling me every name in the book.
What?
F word this. And Bo was like, the minute she walked past the door after screaming at me, Bo was like, "What'd you do to piss her off?" I was like, "I guess wearing shorts." But I sat in front of the damn radiator, so I was sweating my ass off in English class.
Wow.
I still remember that. Like, I have these weird moments
Really?
seared in my brain, and that was one of them. I was like, "Why did you scream at me because I was wearing shorts?" I was like,
That's
I sat in front of
weird.
the. Also, it was weird that it was 20 degrees outside and I was wearing shorts, but I sat in front of a radiator, for God's sake.
Yeah. Wow.
No, it's weird because kids now are like, "Well, Fulton's still rough." I was like, "No, it's not. No, it's not.
No, they will
No,
never
no."
know.
Going to
Because they have the whole remodeled school.
Going to the
and
Kroger parking lot to fight.
the
Speaking-
Fellini.
Which I think you're the one who told me. I didn't realize Chad South had passed away.
Yeah.
And I think I posted like happy birthday, and I think you DM'd me and were like, he's dead.
I did.
I was like, he's dead. I was like, I didn't know.
I know.
But he was, he was fighting with Tater.
Who was Tater?
Brian something was in auto mechanics, short, heavy dude, played football one year.
Oh, I know who you're talking
But they
about.
were fighting in
Yeah.
the Kroger parking lot, and this is like the first 2 or 3 days of school. We had to fight every day. And they were fighting, and all of a sudden it got time for us to go to football practice. So I just reached over and picked up Chad. Like
you
hooked him
serious?
under and picked him up. I was like, dude, we got football practice.
Oh my
And picked him up. And he was still punching Tater in the face.
Are you
He
serious?
broke bones in his hand and
Oh
broke
my
Tater's face.
Aw.
Yeah. That
Aw.
was, I still remember Jeff, who also got into trouble, Jeff Wilson.
I don't know if I know that one.
He had tattoos. She had real muscly dude.
He was in our class?
Yeah.
He had tats in high school.
Yeah. Him and his brother were tremendous artists, and they took the old like RC cars and made makeshift tattoo guns with them and did their own tattoos. He
Fulton, baby.
Did he end up in jail?
he is now. But I'll get to that, and it's not happy. But he would take off from Mr. Miracle's class on the first floor and just start running at full speed. And then by that time, Tater had come from auto mechanics, and he would just level into him
What?
and hit Tater into the, and they go, huh, and walk away.
Oh my gosh, poor Tater.
Jeff apparently went back to school to teach or something and got caught with a girl.
Oh no.
Which is sad because he was one of the nice. Even though I just said about how he beat Tater into, he was also one of the nicest guys I've ever. And he looked like I will murder you. Like that's
Oh
just
my
how he looked. But he was
gosh.
also one of the sweetest guys in the world. I think he got named like most attractive or something. And
Our superlatives?
yeah,
You know, Stu just
Here it
thinks
comes.
it's hilarious
Here-
that
I-
I was the friendliest.
Yeah, that is.
He thinks it's
who was the
hilarious.
dude that was the
Hilarious.
friendliest?
I don't know.
Colby, maybe.
Maybe. That would make sense.
So Colby and I used every year in our yearbooks used to make commentaries about our dick size without ever using the term. Because so there was a guy who played football named Hooch, who was a big guy, and Colby would be like, "I'm like 47 hooches and yada yada," and we would write these big long paragraphs about our dick size.
You boys in high school were so much different than I remember.
Oh
you.
yeah, we were dumb. Yeah, we were dumb.
Oh my gosh.
Those are good times.
Yeah.
I look
I
back at
just-
high school. That was a great time.
They were-
College,
I just had
fantastic time.
an image of what they were. And
Yeah.
now I'm finding out
Oh,
that they were just boys, just regular
Oh,
boys
yeah.
that, now that I'm older, I was naive in high
I
school.
think middle school is far more awkward than high school was.
I'm not saying awkward. I just assumed everybody was innocent. Because I was.
oh.
Well, that's well, okay. Okay.
In high school, I was.
Uh-huh.
I was.
You may have been. Hell, I don't know. I wasn't in high school with you. You look good in that cheerleading outfit. I've seen
Oh,
those
dear
pictures.
Jeez. Now I have
I wish
to
you
pee and
still
need
had.
another
I wish
beer.
you still had
Oh my
that.
God.
It's not going to fit me.
I'll make it fit. Well, it's, now,
Oh my
now-
God.
Now we're talking. There we go. It's over there, babe.
I'm trying to. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to.
So she didn't even tell me what the whole thing, what we're doing today. Like, what are we supposed to be talking about? I don't even know.
We're talking about marriage, but it just goes wherever it goes.
Marriage.
Yeah.
Talking about marriage. I have zero advice when it comes to marriage at all. Like, I'm just holding on. I'm holding on as long as she'll let me.
Oh my God.
That's all it is, right? I think that's what all dudes are doing.
Yeah.
To be honest, I mean, we all marry. Look. If a dude and a chick got married, it's because the chick took mercy on the guy. That's period, paragraph. We all got married to someone that's better than us because we're all dogs. So if we are not divorced, it's simply because the woman is taking pity on us each and every single day.
I can't tell you how many times, because I have more female friends than I have male friends.
Right? It's not a bad thing for a single dude.
No. Oh, did you hear about the girls' night thing that I did?
No, but I want to.
So I
want
threw a girls. I always throw guys' nights, and I was like, I'm gonna throw a girls' night because I have so many female friends or gals' night.
Pillow fights.
No.
White cotton panties. No. Tank tops.
Oh my
Here,
god.
she's in the bathroom. Let's talk about. Oh, damn it, she's back. Yes, you get me a beer.
It's. Yes, yes. It's in the bottom. Just be careful because
Dear.
it may.
You have like 2 minutes to talk about.
There's tons of beer in there, so you're welcome.
Thank you, Jody.
But they, yeah, I had that, and I received one of my friends. She put it on her calendar, and it said, "Jody's girls' party," and immediately I got a text from her husband to the both of us going with a screen grab, going, what's this?"
Yeah, it sounds like soft porn is what it sounds like.
And I said, well, because he's been over here for guys' nights, so I'm like, I'm having a girls' night, and he wrote back, he was like, I think you're a genius.
Damn right.
And I had 4 husbands text me and go, I think you're a genius.
Yeah, but were any of the chicks single?
Yeah.
Okay, well there you go. That's good.
None of them were options, but yeah,
Oh.
that was kind of the bummer part. I was kind of.
Oh, wait a minute. They're single?
Yeah.
If they're single, they're options.
No, not for me.
What are you talking about, man? You got the best beard in 4 counties over here. You kidding me?
I think it's. How about? Okay, she's still in there.
Back there, she don't care.
I think there's some. It's like there's no way I could put up with all of your shit.
I'm just talking about getting laid, man. I ain't talking about no dating. You
I
can
think
put up
there's-
with a lot to get laid for a night.
I think there's some where it's like it's not even worth that, man. I gotta.
That's a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot.
There's some mental illness if that's where you're at.
In fact, one of my female friends, we talk. I'll sit on her porch and we'll just talk about stuff. I was like, I think I've finally hit the point in my life to where there's a lot of them like, nah, I'm good. I can't put up with all the BS that comes with even stooping you. I can't do it because it's just a nightmare. Oh yeah, when the ones with tattoos on their boobs and crazy makeup and Instagram filters and all that, I'm like, lots of selfies.
Yeah, I don't understand the Instagram filters at all.
No.
I don't get that at all.
No.
Because that's just you're going to disappoint the dude the second you meet them.
False advertising.
Completely. And it's not like false advertising like push-up bras. It's the second you meet them, you're going to be disappointed.
Yeah.
Right? Because they look nothing. Well, okay, so I actually went on one Tinder date, but I was chaperoning it. I
Okay.
wasn't the date.
Okay.
So my buddy, my best friend, or not my best friend, but one of my best friends who just got married, Tinder just came out, and he came to Knoxville from Michigan, and he's sitting in my living room, and he's swiping right all morning. I go, what the fuck are you doing, man?
Yeah.
He goes, this new app called Tinder just came out.
Yeah.
It's okay. Tell me about it. He said, you swipe right if you're interested. They swipe right, you're interested, got a match. So all day he's swiping right. This is Steve-O.
Yeah, I know.
And so like at 6 o'clock that night, he gets his first match of the day in Knoxville. And he goes, she wants to meet tonight at 9 o'clock at Carolina Ale House,
Yeah.
which is out west.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Unfortunately, he doesn't know how the fuck to get to Carolina Ale House.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, I will drive you out there. If things go well, I'll pick you up in the morning.
Yeah.
Okay, so I drive him out there at like 9 o'clock at night. We pull in. We see her. She's sitting there with her friend. So it's those two.
Right.
So I said to my guy, my buddy he's not shy, but he's not really outgoing. So he's like, look, it's 2 of them and just me. Will you please come into the
Oh, my
bar?
God.
My husband on a Tinder date.
Will you please come into the bar with me so it's not awkward? I said, I'm a married dude. This is awkward already, but what the fuck? I'm chaperoning you to your Tinder date, but I might as
Oh,
well
my
come in now.
God.
So I came in, and the 4 of us are sitting at this table. She gives, about 2 minutes in the conversation, she gives her friend whatever code word you broads use to get your friend out of there because her friend got up and left, never to be seen again. So now it's me and my buddy and his Tinder date sitting there for 2 hours talking
Oh my God.
about how she thought he looked nothing like his Tinder profile, and she looked nothing like hers. Come to find out, 2 hours after this date, she's ready to go. My buddy didn't have his damn credit card, so I ended up paying
Oh my
the
God.
fucking Tinder date that night. So I chaperoned and paid for the whole damn thing. He didn't even get laid out of the thing either.
Yeah, he came back to our house.
Yeah,
didn't
I
he?
offered him the back seat of my car, but it didn't even happen.
Our car?
Well, it didn't happen.
Jeez, but you offered it?
Well, I'm a good friend.
Our kids sit in the back seat.
I'm a good friend.
Oh, my gosh.
He would have made him Simonize it.
No.
Or, no.
Yeah, so I've been on a Tinder date, but as a wingman chaperone.
It's the 6'1" gal showed up and she did not look like her profile pictures.
The chick you showed me a second ago?
No. This is a different one. They were all like taken from far away.
They do
without,
that.
And she makeup she had caked on. I was like, oh God. I almost turned into a gay man. Went, oh no, honey, don't do that. Don't do. Channeling my inner queer eye for the straight guy. Like, no, honey, don't
See,
do
I don't know
that.
why they do that at all, Jody. I mean, what is your Tinder? Well, you're not Tinder anymore, but what's your Bumble profile look? Does it look like you?
Oh yeah, and they're
Jody's authentic.
So they know when they meet you, they're like, okay, I got 6'5" beard, bald
keep
guy.
going, but yes,
But you know what I mean. It looks like it's
the
authentic.
first one is me and a little
I can't
baby,
see that.
little baby kitten.
Oh, my
with
goodness.
a kitten.
I
Way to
see
close
what you're doing
closing
there,
the deal
Jody.
early on.
So
I like it.
the minute my friend took that photo, I was like, this shit is going on Tinder. And I get a lot of comments. And me in a suit,
Now we're talking.
Aw,
There we go.
me
You
drinking
are
a fancy cocktail, me in a tiny ukulele where I say it's a full-size guitar, me speaking at the Bijou. So it's all photos of me and me in a sparkler because
Well,
I'm fancy.
Let me ask you, do you want to get married? Is that a goal?
Oh, yeah. Here's
Bring
the
a-
weird
bring
thing.
a lady to this lovely home.
Let me ask you a question. Do you want to continue to get laid?
Here we go.
I figured this is a trick question.
No, it's not a trick question. Yeah,
It's a direct question.
Okay, no, you can get married, just don't have kids because then you're not gonna. Yeah.
having kids is the cause of not getting laid.
Well, we asked Jody a question, so
Oh, you want Jody's answer before we get into okay.
Here's the funny part. I've actually been good with getting married since I was like 18.
aw,
Because here's one that I don't
Jody.
want mom to hear. I thought I got somebody pregnant at 18.
Now we're
Sorry.
talking. There we go.
So I think ever
Jody,
since
you weren't doing it at
I
18.
know,
No,
no comment. I will
my
not.
whole concept of Jody in high school has just
Uh,
gone to the toilet.
But it was before that happened. I was hanging out with. I'm not going to go into the full story because you will.
Is it somebody I know?
No, you'll get angry at me.
What?
I woke up after we graduated after a party and saw nothing but people crashed, and I was just like, oh, I've got to be a grown up now and go to school and have a job, a real job. And so I literally just got up. None of them were awake. Walked out the door. And never saw those people again.
Really?
Yeah.
This was the night of graduation. Is that what
This
you
was
said?
the morning after graduation. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I was just
good
like,
night.
screw this.
It
Yeah.
was a good night.
What's funny is we left our graduation. I didn't see another Fulton person for probably 5 or 6 years
Really?
because I just said, screw this. I went to 3 parties that night, one for Gibbs, one for Central, and one for Halls.
Good Lord, Jody,
Yeah.
you're popular.
And ended up at the final one was the one that's from Central. And
Really?
yeah. Woke up next morning. It's like, all right, now my real life begins.
Like I'm a grown up.
Yeah, I'm going to be a grown up. And so, yeah.
But you thought you were going to get married because you thought you were going to be a dad?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That really reset everything. Because when I graduated, I was still 17 because my birthday's in October. So that happened that fall.
Was that a Fulton
winter.
person?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. I am not going to get into details on that one because I damn near don't. I for sure do not want my mom and dad have only met, I think, one girl that I've dated. Because I introduced them to one and they're like, who's her parents? Where'd they go to school? And start asking. I was like, too many questions. I'm not. You all don't get
Dude,
to see this.
I'm telling you, I got
this
a
side of my
lot
life.
of chicks that would love to meet you. I know
Yeah,
a lot
he
of
will
chicks.
set you up.
My friends, I've this group of a gaggle of gay women that just like we wish we had a single girl that we could hook up with. I was like, that's sweet. Thank you. Also, what's wrong with you guys that you don't have a single straight girlfriend like in this group?
Yeah.
I got like I could give you the names, phone numbers of like 5 women right now. That
Now I don't want any hookers that you've represented.
no, they're not hookers. No, they ain't gonna charge you.
In the beginning,
Obviously, he
in the
doesn't
end.
need anyone to
On the
charge
end,
him.
Yeah.
Good Lord. Let's get back to the gay women though. Let's get
Oh
back
my
to the gay women.
gosh.
Oh my
Jeez.
The gaggle of gay women. I like it.
and
that
they all
side-eye.
smoke cigars and like to drink.
Oh no.
Yeah.
There's that side eye again.
What?
That side eye you give me.
Okay, so you all met in college. See, I'm going to bring this
I
back.
was in law
around.
school. She was working.
Okay.
I was in graduate school.
No.
I wasn't in graduate
No,
school
no,
yet. Yep. No, I was working.
You were just working.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
And how long did you all date before you got married?
You proposed.
Started dating in June of 02, and I proposed in December of 03. And
Oh,
then
wow.
we got married in September of 05. Yeah, it was pretty quick. We were, I mean, she
For
could-
us.
Man, he
Yeah.
rattled those dates off. That's good.
Hey, look,
I'm
man.
impressed.
She's my first wife, so I got to remember this shit.
Oh, see what you did there.
Yeah. I mean, we were dating for a year and a half,
Yeah.
and I knew early on I was going to marry her. I mean,
I know you did.
I know you did. I like it. I love it. So yeah, we had a long engagement, right? And we moved from Knoxville up to Ohio.
Oh God, why would you want to do that?
I took a job out of law
Right.
school up there.
I got to finish grad school there, but
Yeah. Yeah.
Which
Case Western. in
Okay.
Cleveland.
not Ohio State.
No.
Good
Hell
God.
no.
Baka baka.
Yeah,
Can
Yeah.
I say that?
yeah.
Yeah, we got married up. We actually got married up in Ohio, and then moved back down here in June of 06. The end of June of 06, and we've been here ever since.
Have you been back to Cleveland?
Didn't we go back once? for
Yeah,
something.
Yes.
It's
Yes, we went back for Joe's wedding.
Okay.
So we've been back up.
kind of awesome now.
Hey, look, Cleveland is not bad.
I loved the flats
Hey,
when we lived
look,
there.
Okay, so my wife's a little southern girl, so dealing with snow that's more than a quarter of an inch is kind of a.
I was like, is class canceled today?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
there's like
Oh yeah.
snow.
But it was.
yeah.
But I think she would agree that it was good for her to live up there because it is a eye-opening experience, right?
Yeah.
It was a big city for me. I'd never lived away from home like that.
But yeah, we just knew that we wanted to get back here, and unfortunately, I had to take another bar. I took the bar to practice there. And I had to take another bar to get back here, so it took us a year and a half to get back.
Wow.
So yeah, well, we got back. We're gonna be here for a while, I think. Mm-hmm. Right.
Well, Christy Swatzel, like she moved away to Brooklyn
Really?
and had to pass the bar up there, and then
Oh, I didn't know she went
recently
to law
moved
school.
back to Memphis
Wow.
and had to pass the bar again, like because
Yeah.
it had expired or whatever.
Yeah, the two. Yeah, you got
Mm-hmm.
if you. Some states you get reciprocity, some states you don't. So you got to take another. That's what happened to me.
I think it had been 10 years since she moved up there, and people had always told her like, if you stay up here for 10 years, you'll stay. That's kind of the rule in New York. So she was like, I'm moving back. She picked up everything, moved back to Memphis.
Wow.
I'd rather live in Memphis.
Really?
Yeah, than Brooklyn.
Well, I mean, Tennessee in general. We came home, baby.
Yeah, which part of Michigan are you from?
Right outside of Flint.
Okay, I have family in Novi,
In Novi, nice
And-
area.
Ypsi,
Ypsilanti.
which one of my friends who's from up there called it Ypsitucky,
There you go.
and Pinckney.
Pinckney, nice area.
So
All
my
nice areas.
my uncle taught at Novi High School,
Okay.
and he's from here, but his wife, my aunt, is from up there.
Yeah, it's I remember, I grew up I didn't grow up in Flint, but I grew up right outside
Yeah.
of Flint, but I'm very familiar with Flint.
Jody, we fight about this a
I've
lot.
spent a lot of time in Flint.
Because I'm like, I went to an inner city school. Well, I went to Christenberry when it was a middle school. And
Yeah.
went to Fulton.
That ain't no
and he's like,
inner
you've
city
never been to
school."
Flint Beecher. I'm like,
Until
well,
you've
still.
gone to Flint
For Knoxville.
school, that ain't you cannot tell me.
Here's a question for your football games, did you have to walk through metal detectors?
Oh, are you kidding me?
Okay.
Just at
No,
Flint
okay,
Beach or
Okay, not at mine. Okay,
Okay.
not at mine because I was in the burbs.
Okay.
Let's be clear. I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not in here flexing like I was.
Yeah.
I went to school in the hood. But yes, we had plenty of schools that we played. Flint Beecher,
Yeah.
the football field. I want you to think about this was not level. Okay, it was not level. The one end zone was 10 feet below the other end zone. There was a water grate in the middle of the
Oh, my
field
God.
that you could land on. There was no track around the field. It was a dirt path that went around the field. No track. They showcased a school on Roger and Me by Michael Moore.
Yeah.
And actually Bowling for Columbine, they show it too. We played there.
Yeah.
Like, it was fantastic.
AE's baseball team, the right field has a hill in it.
Okay. Yes, absolutely. Same
Yeah.
sort of thing, but a little. It's got a little edge. It's got a little. Beecher's got a little edge to it. Does that make?
well,
Okay.
I guess for Knoxville,
Yeah.
Fulton, Christenberry,
Fulton
we
and Fulton,
hardcore.
AE. Yeah. Yeah. It I think it was a lot rougher than most people remember. Like cops up there every other day. I remember a guy got shanked in the neck with a pencil.
at
It's a
AE
bad
No, at
day.
Fulton.
at Fulton.
It's a
Yeah,
bad
Ben.
day.
I can't remember Ben's. But he's a dorky white dude, and he went up to like a freshman black dude, and he went, "What up, my?" And he said,
Oh no.
with an A on the end.
Oh, jeez.
But everybody that was in classes with us would have been like, "You're an idiot." But
Right.
some freshman got pissed and just took it and shanked him right in the neck with a pencil.
that's a bad day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stupid. But
Okay. So you all got married in a fever.
in a fever.
Got married up there and then came back down here. And that's it. Had a couple kids.
Had a fun Catholic wedding.
We had a fun
Oh.
Catholic wedding. Yeah.
Yeah, we did in Akron.
Yeah.
Open bar.
Had a open.
Had like a couple cases of PBR reserved for the wedding party, and
Oh my God.
Uncle Charlie.
Uncle Charlie behind the bar. Nobody.
You
else
gotta
could touch
understand.
it.
I got entire generations of family members that drink nothing but ribbon.
Blue collar.
Oh my God.
What, Ford or
Oh, yeah.
Ford Motor Company?
GM.
GM.
Working for
Okay,
GM.
one of those
Yeah.
Michigan car companies.
Yeah.
Drink the blue collar beer.
We had a good way. We had a band, had a DJ. Did her
Band
thing.
and a DJ. That's bougie.
Oh,
Did her
wow.
thing.
Well, we were just gonna have a DJ, and then a week before our wedding, we went to the bar that we all go to, and saw this band, and we were like, "They rock! They're awesome!"
Yeah.
And we asked them, "Will you play at our wedding next week?" Okay, it'll be like $1,000 because it's short notice. All right, let's do it.
Oh my God.
It was so fun.
And so what was the decision to move back down here?
Fucking hated snow.
Oh, okay.
Damn the snow.
We didn't like where I worked. We hated the snow. We wanted to get back. Her folks are here.
Yeah.
This was home to her. God love my wife for giving it a shot for a couple years, and I didn't want to be up there much longer anyway. But we had a good time.
We did have a
We-
good
we had
time.
a good
I
time,
went to a
Cleveland.
good
It was
graduate school.
It was a
and
good experience
I
up
learned to
there.
drive
I'm
in the
happy
snow.
we did it.
Yeah,
I think we're happier down here.
yeah. They close shit when it's snowing.
It's a different pace. Yeah.
Slow and southern.
It is a completely different pace.
Yeah.
Completely.
I would go to the gas station in Ohio, and I'd be like, "Hey, how are you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you
Oh
having a
my
good day?"
God.
They'd be like, "Why are you talking to me?"
I still get annoyed.
He can't talk to people.
No,
When people talk to him in
you
the gas
go
station
to buy
here.
something. You're in and out. You
in
don't
the
need
South,
to ask
baby.
them about their shit.
Nope.
They don't need to know about your shit.
If
gotta
people
talk to
start
people.
talking to you when you're standing at a urinal peeing?
Kirk Street.
No, Kirk Herb
Oh,
Street.
what the hell?
Yeah,
Wait.
Kirk Herb
He
Street.
did.
Yeah, I talked to her straight taking a piss. That was a good day. Yeah, so
Where was that?
Game day was
game
in
day was in
Tennessee.
Knoxville. We were playing
Yeah.
Miami, like in 2005 or something.
Yeah,
Well, it might have
yeah.
been earlier than that.
I don't know.
When
And
they were
so-
on that weird unbroken run.
Yeah.
Right.
So game day set up over by Thompson Bowling. So when they had to use John, they had to go into Thompson Bowling and take a piss. And we used to tailgate on top of G10.
Oh, yeah.
And so I went over to take a piss at G10, and the whole bathroom was full of people, and I'm up in the bathroom doing my thing, and this dude comes right next to me at the trough. He's got a full suit on. He's like Herb Street's like 6'5".
Yeah.
He's a tall dude, but
Jody size.
And I'm thinking, yes, Jody size. There you go.
Well, a little
And I'm
shorter,
thinking,
but
who's
that's
this
okay.
guy? Who's the guy with the suit? But you're like, looking
Yeah.
at a dude at a trough is not
Yeah.
something you do.
No.
You keep eyes forward, right?
Yeah.
But I had to sneak a peek, so I looked up, and it's fucking Herb Street.
Yeah.
Well, I had to piss really bad, so I'm going. I'm still going. Herb Street finishes before me. He washes his hands, and you could hear all the people in the bathroom going, "That's Herb Street. That's
Yeah.
what the fuck's Herb Street doing?"
Yeah.
And so he washes his hands and washes his hands. No one said a word to him, and he starts walking out, and I'm thinking, I gotta ask. I gotta do it.
Yeah.
So I'm still taking a piss. I turn my head around and go, "Hey, Herb Street, who are you taking today?" And he stopped at the door and turned around and goes, "I'm picking the balls, baby." And the bathroom went nuts.
Oh, man.
The bathroom went ape
That's
shit.
amazing.
And we watched the end of game day, and
Yep.
sure as shit, he was the only one on the panel that took
Yeah.
the balls that day.
Yeah.
I was pumped.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, it was
I'm
awesome.
Picking the balls, baby.
Taking the balls, baby.
I wish you would have said "fucka bucka"
Well, yeah. Well, he wouldn't have taken the balls that day.
like
if
I did
said
in the
that.
flats that time.
Oh, I
She
still.
almost got me beat up in Cleveland.
She tried to get me put in jail.
I'd like to hear that.
I was coming back from Cleveland. I go to a conference every year, and I stopped in Columbus because a buddy of mine works for the hospital, Ohio State Hospital. And I picked him up, and the practice field was across the street, and I think that was Urban Meyer's first year. And I took a photo, I think, and I put something up like, "You think Urban's over there?" Like that, and she said, "My husband's a lawyer. He'll get you out of jail." Or I said something like, "I wonder how." No, I said something like, "I wonder when they would tase me, how far I could get over the fence to try and punch him in the face."
There you go.
And I think your response was, "My husband's a lawyer. We'll get you out of jail."
Yeah. Yeah.
So you're not a big Ohio State fan then?
Oh no,
God,
and
I
I
like-
hate Urban Meyer.
I like you.
I
like
hate
this
Urban
guy.
Meyer.
I know, Jody's awesome.
Yeah.
We're sitting in Cleveland
At the piano bar.
at a piano bar.
Oh, I know where you're talking about.
In the
Okay,
flat.
so
Yeah.
we're at
Yeah.
Howl at the Moon
Yeah.
in the flats in Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
It's New Year's Eve.
Oh,
There,
Jesus.
there ain't a sober person in the bar.
Yeah.
Or a
It's-
Michigan fan.
Or a Michigan fan, because we're in Cleveland. It's like 11:30. Everyone's real nice and sauced.
Yeah.
And my wife stands on the chair at the bar
Oh,
in
my
between
God.
songs. So the piano guys have just arrested a
I was
song.
fired up.
They're taking requests for the next song. They're trying to think what they're going to play. And my wife stands on a chair and she goes, "Hey, you guys, fuck a Buckeye." The entire bar turned around and
Hail
looked
to the
over us.
victors,
Yes, it was
valiant
not
hail
Oh,
good.
my
to
God.
It
the
was not good.
conquering
She's
heroes.
like, "Honey, take care of it." Oh, what?
Handle
Fuck
this.
am I handling?
Handle
What
this.
am I going to do? Yeah.
Oh my
Not
God.
good. That was a good night, though.
You stayed married
Yeah,
to
they
me.
had those 120-ounce beers there for $10. It was
Oh, that was fun.
fantastic.
Brett slept in the dog cage.
Brett slept in the dog cage. Yes, that was a good night.
This was pre-kids.
God, there were so many.
Well,
so
here's
many-
one. Here's one. I don't know if I'll probably impress you and shatter you on this one.
I'm already shattered, Jody.
I went to this conference, and it was Sunday night. I was heading back the next morning, and I was getting up at 5:30 to drive back to Knoxville that next day. So a couple of people I met at this conference texted me, and they're like, "Hey, come out. We're having beers." I was like, "Sure." So I went to Melt, which is one of the best restaurants in the world. Do you know Melt?
Mm-mm.
It's in Lakewood. It's gourmet
Oh.
grilled cheese.
Lakewood, Ohio?
Yeah.
Yeah, we would never have been able to afford that up.
It
We went to I went to Little Italy for sushi, but
it was like one of the grilled cheese had like 5 meatballs almost the size of my fist on it.
Now we're talking.
nice.
Like, and a whole bunch of fries. So I sat at this dinner. I drank a couple beers there, a couple stouts, because that's about all I drink. I can't drink. PBR's probably the only cheap beer I can drink.
Now we're talking. There we go.
So I drink 2 beers there, and I eat this massive amount of food. And then I go to the bar to meet these guys, and I'm ordering these Narwhal or Old Rasputin stouts. They're 13.3% alcohol.
oh, good Lord.
I stopped counting at 18.
What?
No, there were even more, because every time I went to leave, one of the guys I'd become friends with, Armando, Armando Tosui, or he's
Armando.
from Italy. Big beard, looked like one of the dudes from 300. Like, great guy.
Oh, I'm intrigued.
Oh God,
If you can talk about boobs, I can talk about men in 300.
yes. So he's like, just one more, and I think I drank like 24 of those beers. I was still sober.
What?
I was
You're
still
a
sober.
big dude.
I have drank an entire bottle of whiskey in one sitting and been able to drive home. Like,
I believe that. I think it
sober.
all goes to your beard.
Yeah.
I'm trying to. I don't know Jody that well. I'm getting to know him a little bit. I'm trying to place Jody in my mind. Like, it's almost like if he's not smiling, he could be a Bond villain, right? Doesn't it kind of look like he could be a
Oh my
Bond
God, that
villain?
may be the best compliment ever. If he's not smiling, he may
Bond
be a
villain.
Bond villain.
Right?
So I drank all those
can see
beers,
that.
and then they were like, let's go over to the casino. So we're walking around an empty casino at like 4 a.m. And I'm like, I have to get up at 5:30. It's like, fuck, I still have to walk a mile back to my hotel. So finally I was like, I'm leaving. I'm out. So we leave. And I think I was like, I have to at least shut my eyes. So I laid down in the bed at 5 o'clock,
Oh,
set my alarm for 5:15, got up, took a shower,
what?
and was on the road at 5:30, driving home with like 26 beers, 24
What?
beers in my...
Sounds safe. Sounds really safe.
Yeah. And I was completely like, so now BAC was probably through the roof. Also, I probably had given myself diabetes from all that beer. Not to beat TMI, I made it about 5 exits, and I was like, I need to find a bathroom really fast,
Sure,
really fast, really
yeah.
fast. And I destroyed a bathroom, and I walked back in because it had a key, and I set the key down, went, I'm sorry. Walked
You
out.
did not.
I did.
Oh my God.
So I was like, they'll never see me again. The next year, I stopped to use the bathroom. It's the same one. I was like, I can't go that one. I can go this one across the street. I can't. So I drank. So I joke that I'm either awesome or an alcoholic.
I
can't
say
tell.
you're awesome.
Or
Yeah. And a.
I guess you could be both.
But no, there was 2 of my friends still talk about, like, I sat and drank an entire bottle of whiskey on multiple occasions. Like, they've seen me drink a bottle of Jack in one night.
well, I tell you what, I'm a whiskey drinker myself. So anytime you want to sit down and party,
Okay.
you let me know.
Okay.
Okay. But I go whiskey Coke. I can't drink it straight like that.
Oh, okay.
You drink it neat?
Yeah.
Man, you are a
You drink
man.
scotch neat.
Well, no, I drink scotch on the rocks.
I still have not developed a taste for scotch. I can't. That one you may help me
Okay,
out.
so scotch.
I
the
assume
key-
scotch neat meant you can have a couple
No,
ice cubes.
No.
Oh.
When you say neat, it just means the
That's like
liquor.
Frank Sinatra level?
No, Frank Sinatra used to have 3 cubes in his glass.
Yeah.
Neat means liquor, shaker glass. That's it.
Oh,
You drink it warm.
Yeah.
That's what neat
No.
means. That's
No.
why it's neat.
okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
All right, but Scotch. The key with Scotch is literally the first glass is gonna suck.
Okay, maybe that's it.
So you get the first glass down, and now your mouth is numb, and it's smooth sailing
Okay.
from that point on.
I will say I drank this beer called Pothole Filler Stout.
Ooh,
And
yum.
the
I want to know more.
The bottle it was in contained 3 glasses like that of beer. I drank the first one. I couldn't taste anything after that.
See, that's Scotch.
And so
right
I
there.
drank the remaining 2, and then I drank like 2 other beers because I was like, well, hell, I can't taste anything. So give me whatever shitty IPA you
There you
have
go.
because I can drink it. Yeah.
So
yeah.
can you even drink crap beer anymore? Because you have all the good stuff.
It's one of those I almost choose not to because here's another one that, again, you'll think I'm awesome. You'll be terrified. I sat at Aubrey's one night because they used to have Miller High Life for $1. I drank 28 Miller High Lifes without eating anything and woke up and felt like my brain was like, fuck you, we're out.
Right.
And it was trying to escape my body.
have
It
an-
hurt so bad.
I have an affinity for Miller High Life.
Yeah.
If I'm not drinking Ribbon, that's my second.
Well, and
favorite.
let me say that my husband, before the hipsters took over the PBR.
Yes, thank you. Please give me some respect here.
I mean, when I met him, he's like, I like the PBR because Uncle Charlie drank it.
And this
it's
was
cool. It's
way
blue
the
collar.
this was
Yeah.
way the hell
But
before
then
the
the
hipsters
came
claimed it.
along, and now the PBR is like in the craft beer section in some grocery store.
Patton Oswalt makes a joke about, he was like, there's a PBR tour, and he was like, I want to be the first person to go there unironically.
Yeah.
So along with the PBR tour.
Yeah.
Okay, so going back to one more, I said I was drinking ribbon long before the fucking hipsters claimed
You
it.
drink
I got pissed
PBR when
they
it was
started
blue
claiming-
collar.
But yes, thank you. PBR was bought by Miller.
Oh, really?
Okay, yes.
Okay.
Pabst was bought by Miller. So for my bachelor party, my buddies flew me into Milwaukee.
Oh my
So
God.
we did my bachelor party on a weekend in Milwaukee, and they got us VIP passes to the Miller Brewing Company
Wow.
tour. So we didn't have the podunk $10 tour that all the tourists did. We had the $90 behind the scenes
Wow.
tour.
Okay.
And we saw them brewing the Paps.
Yeah.
And it was awesome. But yeah, so because of that, I have this affinity for the Girl on the Moon and the High Life, because they showed us
Yeah.
brewing the High Life and all that.
Have you been to Barley's down the Old City?
Well, of course. My office used to be right down there.
Okay, that High Life painting they have, that mural is gorgeous. I almost want to cut that off and take that.
Right.
'cause
I bet you
it's
could
so-
offer him money for it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I ain't going to sell it.
$20. Yeah,
Barley's just got sold, though.
Yeah.
Saw that, right?
Barley's, Crown and Goose, and Merchants of Beer is they switched co-owners.
Okay.
All the boys own all of it, which I think is good because I think they'll do.
What we need in Knoxville
Yeah.
is a damn. I'm cool with the craft stuff. I'm cool with that, but we need a cigar bar.
Didn't Crown and Goose used to do?
Well, we
There was a place
need
beside
a
them?
cigar bar with a walk-in humidor serving high-end liquor, some Cavassier, that kind of shit.
Okay, I'm getting up because I don't know that you know this about me.
I don't know anything about you.
This
Yeah,
is
cigars.
dedicated
Oh,
to
the
cigars.
cigars.
This is all cigars.
I didn't
You
see any of
gotta
that.
Smoke one.
Yeah, this is all cigars. Same
Okay,
thing.
so,
Any of
you got a
those
favorite?
contain weed.
No.
Don't.
He's like, no.
Let's take a
As your attorney, he
let's
is
take a
not going to
left
answer
turn
that.
on that. Let's take a left turn
Since
on
it's
that.
not legal yet.
As I see the sign that says Knoxville Grass.
Yeah. Oh, that's a bluegrass band
Oh,
back in the
okay.
70s and the 80s. Yeah.
Air quotes.
The best one I've ever had is a Room 101 OSOK, one shot, one kill. It's like that big. It took me 5.5 hours. I stopped smoking it. I still had another 30 minutes.
How much it cost?
It was like $15.
Okay, so a reasonably priced
Yes.
cigar, and it was fantastic.
But my favorite one that is relatively cheap, there are two. They're relatively cheap. Camacho Cirillo. It's the yellow wrapper. It's a medium body, and it's really good. Or the Brickhouse Maduro.
Okay, so I would say if you're smoking something for 6 hours, fucking $15 is a good price.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, no.
what-
Wait. I got to show you.
Oh, Jesus. Oh. We're off the air.
No, stupid. These
A lot of cords.
these
There's
sandals,
a lot
man.
of
These-
cords.
I lift, and it's like it's not going with me. It's going to
Plus
fall
you have
off.
huge feet.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Jenny, what were the other two that you said?
Brickhouse Maduro.
How much?
Oh, it's like $5. This is a 96 ring gauge cigar that I bought in San Francisco.
Okay, so would you like to have like a cigar bar in town? We
Oh,
don't
yeah.
have one, do we?
We
You
have,
guys should go in together. Business
trust me. A friend of mine, when they closed Patrick Sullivan's, a friend of mine and I sat on his back deck and talked about.
Literally trying to work it out.
Yeah, and at the end I was like, "There's only one problem: we don't have $7 million."
Right.
So right now there are one, two,
There's one
three. There's 3 cigar shops, and they're all great. There's Smoke Pit and Halls, which has a giant humidor and is amazing.
Where the hell is that?
Oh, actually, there's 4. Smoke Pit Halls. It's next to where the Walmart used to be.
Okay, I know exactly where it is.
There's Blue Smoke in around Cedar Bluff.
Don't know
It's
that.
a massive place. Their cigars are dry as shit because they don't have a good humidor. But if you buy them and then put them in your own humidor, it's
You're
fine.
fine.
Smokies by West Town Mall.
I know
Those
where
guys
that
are
is.
great.
Never been in there. It's nice.
Yeah. They have a VIP where you can bring your own stuff, but they don't have that. And then there's in Merchants of Beer, that's John, and he's the best.
Okay, yeah, and I heard about that just the other day, but you don't really have a spot that's
No. They used to with Knox Cigar Company where they had the bar on one side. And
Where was that?
It was in the Old City. In the guy who just reopened the Corner Lounge, Brooklyn, he was the main bartender in there.
Where in the Old City?
Do you know where Gugali Tamale is?
Uh-huh.
It's right around there.
Wow. And that went out of business, huh?
Yeah. It was amazing. Well, so it used to have the bar, and you could buy bourbon flats for like $9.
See, that's what we need.
Yeah.
But you got to have something that's a little upscale.
Yeah.
I love the Old City. My office used to be in the Old City, but it's not the place I would put a cigar bar.
I got one for you. Sassy Ann's.
Okay, you might be able to pull that off.
The only problem is getting people there because it's so tucked away.
Yeah, but everyone knows about it.
Yeah.
What are they going to do with it now that it's closed?
I don't know. I've heard rumors that some of the people who used to go there a lot may be looking to buy it and reopen it as Sassy's.
Could you really smoke cigars in there, though?
You used to be able to, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I can see that place getting really smoky
It
really
got smoky
quickly.
with cigarettes.
You'd have to
so-
put in a new ventilation.
Yeah.
One of the best, well, no, there's a ton. See, I'm big into smoking cigars. So there's Chattanooga Billiard Club, Burns Tobacconist in Chattanooga. That's great.
I'm going to check that out tonight as soon as I get home. What's it called?
Burns Tobacconist. But
Tobacconist. I
But
love
upstairs is the Chattanooga Billiard Club where it's this giant, takes over 3 buildings of just pool halls. Yeah, pool hall. And then there's a place in Indiana right outside of Louisville. There's a place in Cincy that's pretty good, although they don't their humidor sucks because they only have limited selection. They're too pricey. So I went in there and got like 2 glasses of bourbon neat and a cigar, and it was like $50-something. I was like, that's a $7 cigar that I just paid $18 for. I was like, and it was dry as shit.
See,
Like,
and if you did something that was more toward the middle class, like upper middle class,
yeah,
as opposed to the upper class,
yeah.
I think you could make a fucking killing.
I don't know who
like if
these
I could walk in there and get a
upper class and upper middle
scotch,
class
if I
people
could
are
walk in there and get a
speak of.
Doers on the Rocks,
Oh yeah,
right, a Doers on the Rocks with a $10 cigar that I could sit there and smoke for 3 hours,
yeah.
and have a couple scotches. I'll drop $50 if I'm sitting there for 4 hours smoking and.
Says the guy who won't pay 10 cents extra for his Whopper cheeseburger.
What?
Oh yeah, this was the example of we've got cheese at home.
Yes. Like no cheese, nope. Don't
Honey,
want
it's
cheese
different.
on that.
It's
I can
different.
put that on my
For the
burger
dudes
at
to go
home.
out for the night, enjoy a night, it's different. Classy.
Okay.
It's classy, babe.
See, that's like Merchants of Beer. I've
Don't
talked
need
to
cheese on your cigar.
John. I've talked to him. I was like, they need to just tear down the wall and let it be all cigar smoking in there because it's that old diner. They're about to expand it. Like, it would be great, but the owner does not want to do that. They allow him to have his cigar shop, but that's about it.
They still do the soccer thing on Sundays there.
I think so.
I think
yeah.
one of the soccer clubs takes over that.
Yeah.
That place for a
In
Sunday.
the morning. Yeah. I tell you, the funny place that we go is we go to Skybox in the winter.
Really?
We're the only ones in there. They love us because you can smoke in there and nobody cares. And one guy got drunk enough one night. He's like, this is a front for drugs or guns, right? And they're like, I don't know what you're talking about. He's like, come on. Yeah. Okay. So cigars. Do you like cigars?
I mean, I smoke a cigar. I think the only
Okay.
thing I've ever had is a black and
Oh
mild.
my God. Because I've got friends that if they
Fulton.
Fulton hashtag Fulton life. If they smoke a cigar, there's 2 different guys that I know that they have to take 3 showers. Because if the wife can smell a hint of it, they're like, nope, go back in the shower.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't do that.
It's been so long since I've actually smoked. Since I quit smoking,
Yeah.
I've been afraid to smoke cigars.
I was just thinking about the times I've made you take a shower.
Yeah.
But
Those are different reasons.
but not for cigars. I'm like,
Oh, there was
dude.
one day where I cooked bacon And then I had some guys over and had a fire pit and smoked a cigar. And I woke up the next morning and I could still smell all through my beard. And I was like, I feel like if I walk past a woman, I'll get her pregnant. It's like that's the manliest smell I've ever smelled.
Right.
Yeah.
You should make a cologne out of that.
Yeah.
There's nothing better than a fire pit smell, though.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what this feels like?
What?
This feels like the ladies' man
Okay.
talk.
Little Cavassier. Yeah.
The ladies'
Oh, my
man
God.
talk with the Cavassier.
Oh, my
Okay.
God.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I do.
Get a little Alizé, get a little Cavassier.
Ooh, girl.
Oh, my God.
Tell you what. Leave the kids over your mom and dad's for a couple more hours.
Oh, my
Lord.
God. Okay.
Yeah, he was hoping you weren't going to answer the door because my parents had the kids for a couple hours. He was like, we can go back home. And I'm like, I could go back home and clean up from the birthday party, but.
Oh, my God. So y'all came back and you're already married. How long was it when you were back before you had your first little one?
We were in the apartment, and then we bought our house.
2 years.
Yeah.
I moved back in June of 06, and we had Grace in September, in
June
of 08.
Mhm.
Yeah, so 2 years. Yeah, and then we
Yeah.
had Huck in November
13.
of 13. Yeah.
Oh, 13.
Oh, my God. Were those like calculate like, all right, it's time to have a kid?
Yeah, that's some bullshit right there,
Oh.
Jody.
No.
That is some, no, it was calculated. That was the
Okay.
bullshit
Well, I mean,
part.
we planned on the boy, but
No, it was planned with Grace, too.
it was
But
planned.
the bullshit part is I thought I was going to get a couple months of fun out of the whole thing.
I'm fertile.
I got
What
her
can I
knocked
say?
up
God.
in like the first 6 minutes. It
Like,
was
hello,
like
I'm pregnant.
we started trying on Monday, and by Wednesday she was already pregnant. It was like, God damn it! And we were already. It's like I don't get no fun out of this.
Oh,
Both
my
times.
God.
I'm fertile.
Yeah, well,
It's
Thank
your
God you
seed,
got
man.
fixed.
Yeah.
it's my seed.
Yeah.
That's right.
Ask him about his vasectomy story.
my
What
God.
about my vasectomy? Ain't nothing
You weren't
telling there.
numb on the first side. There's two sides.
And you weren't numb when they gave you the first one? Oh, God. Wait,
Well, number one, I was like, I've done birth control all these years.
You haven't had a
I'm
vasectomy,
done.
I'm assuming, right?
Hell no. Hell
Okay.
no. No.
So, but they numb you up, right? So, but they snip each side.
Yeah.
They numb one side, snip it. Numb the other side, snip it.
Granted, I have been cut from
I'm
side
not
to side
bitching.
2 times,
I'm not-
so I have no sympathy. And I kind of laughed when he said,
Oh,
"I
you
wasn't
had
numb," and I
a
was like,
cesarean?
yeah, yeah."
I'm not bitching about the vasectomy.
Well, that's why I laughed when your nuts weren't numb.
Yeah, so he tried to numb up my one nut, and he didn't numb it. It was like not there yet.
Yeah.
So he started cutting. So I was biting my lip.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm not a bitch. I'm not going to say anything. So
Yeah.
And after about 3 minutes, he's like, "Sir, are you in pain?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah, I'm in pain." He's like, "Would you like more shot?" I said, "Yeah, give me double of whatever the hell you just gave me, man, because I'm feeling all of this."
Oh, my God.
Look, if you ever get married and you have a vasectomy, you want a doctor with the hands of an angel. Okay.
Oh, I thought you were going to say with tiny hands.
No, you want someone with the hands of an angel. I had the hand. Well, I'm not gonna say hands of a butcher, but I was not numb.
Well, I think your other nut.
My other nut was fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he gave it due time.
How long was the recuperation for that?
He went to court like the next morning.
Yeah, I was. Some of my buddies milk it for like 3-4 days. I was in court the next day.
Yeah.
Now you're not allowed to have sex for a while, but I'm married, so that's nothing unusual.
The owning it of, well, that's not unusual.
There's nothing unusual about that. Yeah, you gotta wait. You gotta wait like 2 weeks and then go take a sample in for them to test it out to make sure it's okay.
I should have put a bet on how long the long time was. 2 weeks.
Oh well, no, I'm not done.
Oh, okay.
That's the first sample.
Yeah.
Then you gotta wait like 4 weeks to take the second sample in to make sure it's okay. Yeah. So she's already bought herself like 6 weeks now. Then after the 6 weeks, after you take the second sample in, if it's okay, then you can start boning again.
My
So
God.
romantic.
Yeah, I've heard people who it didn't work, and then they ended up getting pregnant again.
Surprise,
There's
baby.
there's that NFL player. I think it's Cromartie that's got like 6 kids after his
Vasectomy.
I think
vasectomy.
we're good because you had your snip-iversary. You saw my cake, right, that I made for him?
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
No balls.
No balls. Here's something else I found interesting. Girls are having period parties now.
That's
What
weird.
the fuck
No.
is that?
Yeah. I'm going to give this to you. There's a comedian. I'm going to give you homework. Bert Kreischer. He used to be on Trip Flip on Travel Channel. Funniest. Takes his shirt off. The movie Van Wilder was loosely based on his life. But he has one bit called The Machine. He's like, and it starts out with, when I was 22 years old, I got involved with the Russian mafia.
What?
And it's 10 minutes of hilarity.
I think I've seen this.
Everyone, because it's got like 200 million
I think
views
I've
on
seen
Facebook.
it on YouTube.
Yes, shirtless
It went
comedian.
Viral. Yes.
So he's the funniest, but he was on Conan recently, and he talked about his daughter having a period party.
What?
And it's, just watch it. It's like
No.
6 minutes long. It's hilarious. Like, because he makes it
Oh.
funny. His new special is really funny. I'll give you this. He has 2 daughters, and they were going on a zip line, and the guy was like, if you have problems going down, just spread your legs, and it'll slow you down. When in doubt, spread them out. So his
What?
and his daughter smacked the other one and
What?
said, hey, Isla, that's our new catchphrase. When in doubt, spread it out. He's like, the hell? I am not raising 2 whores. Like,
Oh my gosh.
but he's funny. Like, his new special on Netflix is called Secret Time. And he comes out, rips off his shirt, and he's like, Secret Time.
Bert, what?
Kreischer. The Machine. That's what he's known as, The Machine.
Oh my gosh.
But you got to watch the period part. But yeah,
No, my daughter will not have a period party.
so you made the
Oh.
decision to have kids, but immediately had kids.
Immediately.
Was it scary? Was it?
Having kids?
Yeah.
Fuck no.
Okay.
No.
I mean,
Well,
okay,
us.
that's coming from the dude.
Oh, okay.
That's coming from...
Well, you know, Stu, when Gracie was born, he wore a T-shirt that said "It's go time."
Nice.
Yeah,
And,
having the kid. I wanted kids, so having the kids was.
He would still have more because we're Catholic.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have 10 more if she'd let me.
Oh my God.
Too bad. So sad. You're fixed.
Yeah. So I mean, no, a decision to have kids was not a hard decision at all.
Okay.
Having the kids, she had 2 C-sections, so it was kind of like in and out. I mean, no, I mean when after they made the decision she's going to have a C-section, I mean you're done in 30 minutes. So
Yeah.
that's kind of
Yeah,
quick.
so simple. My guts were cut open, laid on my tummy. So easy.
Right. So, yeah, that wasn't scary at all. You want to have kids one day?
Yeah, I'd still like to have kids, even though I'm old.
You say still like you're 65.
No, the funny part is my great grandfather, my papa's dad. This is the only way I can remember it. His oldest kid was 100, and his youngest kid was 54. So there were 46 years difference.
His oldest kid was what?
100. That's the only way I can remember it. So Uncle Audie was 100, and Uncle Tom, different Uncle Tom, great Uncle Tom, was 54. So there's 46
years.
He was also married. You talk
Wow.
about, he was also married like 5 or 7 times and had 20 something kids.
That's
That's
some
a hell of a
poly-
life right
There
there.
are
polygamy, Mormonism right
groups
there.
of kids. So it's like, okay, this is Alvin and so-and-so and so-and-so. They were by this wife. This is my papa and Hank and not Maddie. Shoot. I can't remember her name. But these are 3 of the kids by this mom. And it just kept going on and on and on.
Wow.
So whenever mom gets on to me about not, because my mom, y'all would love my mom. So dad and I were sitting and talking, and I was like 28, 29. And he was like, you've got it so easy. You have a house. You don't have a wife bitching at you. You don't have kids holding you down. Like totally give him a...
Describe what Stu is doing right now.
Oh, he's shaking his head and smiling
Teasing.
and looking off to the distance a little bit. And so my mom we're just sitting there kind of smiling, laughing. I was like, yeah, it's great. And my mom says, laugh it up. When you turn 30, you're mine. I was like, oh, shit. It's like, don't ever piss her off. So when I turned 30, I'm not kidding. Within 2 or 3 days I turned 30, I started getting coupons for diapers. She went on and signed me up to list. I also then got an email from Match.com saying, thank you for joining Match.com. And I was like, who the... And I called my mom. I was like, "Did you set me up on Match.com?" She's like, "Yeah, I just want to see what was out there for you."
Now we're talking. There we go.
Oh,
Like my mom is the best. And my little sister has a dog, and she was petting the dog, looking at me, and she was like, "I guess this is the only grandbaby I'm ever going to have."
Oh my God.
And I was just like, great grandpa had kids when he was like 60 something.
You're
I think I'm good. I
You're
think I'm
good.
good. I think
Yeah.
I'm going to be
For dudes, it's totally different.
fertile
than chicks.
for a while. Yeah.
You're fine until you're 75, for God's sake.
Plus, apparently, Stu has a plethora of women.
Yeah.
I have a who?
A plethora.
Plethora.
Like, yes, a sweater.
So you know what's funny? The one that messaged me back on Bumble, that's all we've
Does
been,
she like Three Amigos?
that's all we've been talking in Three Amigos quotes because she used
Jefe,
plethora.
a sweater. A sweater.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
It's
Yeah.
a fantastic movie.
I told her, I was like, I can't tell you how many times I'll be with my friends somewhere and I'll go, caw, caw, caw.
Our daughter does that.
And then I'll do it and then I'll go, look up here, look up here, look up here, look up here. And they're like, what the hell are you doing? I was like, never mind. I'm moving on,
If
man.
you
I
don't
can't,
get it, you're not
I
cool.
can't talk to
Yeah.
you
It's a
guys.
good movie.
Yeah. He's more than famous. He's infamous. Yeah.
And if you marry a girl who doesn't like Steve Martin, then I can't be your friend anymore.
Oh my
Yeah, he is a genius.
Yeah.
When he was on SNL, I mean,
His book is really good. He really,
and he plays the banjo.
yeah.
So,
If you listen to his audiobook, he plays in between chapters.
are you serious?
He,
Yeah.
he is a genius.
Because I always have to listen to my kids' crap on the radio. So,
So, had kids. This is going to be a funny question. Was there a big adjustment after having the kids? Or did you all. Like, I've had friends who are like, we can't have kids because then we'll have to change our entire lifestyle. I was like, no, my parents still went out and got tanked on the weekends when I was young. Like, that was never. The adjustment was
I don't know if
taking
there
me to
was-
school.
I don't know if there was a big adjustment or not. I have I did partying when I was a kid, so I don't drink very much anymore.
Yeah.
To be honest, like I just had a couple beers sitting here. That's unusual. I haven't had a couple beers in like
Yeah.
3 months.
Okay.
So that's unusual for me. So yeah, before we had kids, we were going out all the time, but I kind of had, I don't want to say grown out of it, because I don't know if you grow out of it. It just, my tastes have changed,
Yeah.
right? I can't recover the next day like I could before.
Yeah.
So,
because our kids come in the
well,
room.
that might be true. But getting hammered on a Saturday night doesn't even sound appealing to me anymore, unless it's a special occasion
and someone is watching the kids.
and someone's watching the kids. But just, I think about Sunday morning and what the fuck that's going to look like. That hell.
Yeah.
Right? But I don't know if it's really that much of an adjustment so much.
Yeah, because we planned it.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be, but it was different.
Now, granted, we got two happy, healthy little kids.
Yeah.
So if we hadn't had that, that
Yeah.
could be we'd have a totally different answer. But yeah, with regard to the kids, things have gone pretty much the way we've hoped. I think, at least I think so.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Did you all have to move to get into a better like school district or anything?
No, fuck. We stayed in our starter home until last year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we couldn't sell our house.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we
We were in
well,
halls.
yeah, we were in halls. And we liked halls, but we couldn't sell our house, and so it took us forever to get out of our fucking starter home.
Okay.
Well, luckily we've had Gracie in Catholic
Yeah,
school.
yeah,
so
it's
that's
a little
big
different.
difference.
Yeah, so we've had
You don't have to be in a certain district.
Okay.
and so yeah, that was no big deal at all.
Except the money part.
Yeah, so
Money is our biggest fight. I like to spend.
yes,
Wait for it.
I don't know where you were going with that.
Yeah.
It's the only thing we ever argue about is money, and that I think that's probably the same for most married couples, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So the thing that I said before we got on the mics that I knew I would hold on to until we start was because I'm a designer, because I'm an artist, and I know color and all that. When I bought this house, all my female friends were like, "Don't do anything to it, because if you meet somebody, the woman is going to want to redo everything. So any money you spend now is going to go out the window." And I was like, "But I work in color every day. Like I'm literally
You're a designer.
I'm a designer." I was like,
Yeah.
"It doesn't matter." And one of my friends, I was like, "So if she's not knocking this," but I was like, "If she's a nurse and has no sense of taste or color, she's still gonna," and I have to put up with that. She's like, my friend Michelle was like, "Yep, you will." I was like, "That's dumb," Because in my mind, it's just, I know I can pick colors. I can make stuff matter. And she was like, that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter at all. So for like 10 years, I didn't even have art up on the walls for like 10 years. I had that piece, and that was it.
Dude, you've done so much more with this house than I ever would have done with this house.
So my what's even funnier is my uncle and I built that bookcase.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I love it.
Built it?
Built it.
I mean, I would say that everything in here is very masculine.
A lot of dark colors, yeah.
No, but you have some neutrals too, like the couch and the curtains.
Also, there's a dude thing. The only things I bought in this room were the coffee table and end tables, and the TV and the stand. Like everything else was given to me. Like these came out of my uncle's house. That came out of my old boss's house.
That's awesome.
That came out of my parents' house. Like I didn't buy anything in here.
Here's the difference between you and Stu. Stu doesn't give a shit.
Oh.
I will decorate because I have certain tastes, and I have good tastes, by the way. But Stu doesn't care. He would have 3 things in the house.
Yeah.
And not care. But I'm like, we need accents. You said I like accessories? Isn't that what you said?
Hell if I know. What did I say?
You just let me decorate.
Yeah, dude. Hey, all the books in here,
Yeah.
they definitely. If you're looking to close the
This
deal
is
with
like
the
a
chick,
cigar bar.
Yeah,
it's like a
it's
dude
very
space.
classy.
But
Yeah.
it's cool.
Yeah, the books definitely help.
Like you want to get your hair cut in here by a man barber. Right?
Yeah,
I mean-
it's a very classy room.
Although all the little toys and trinkets probably
but that's
doesn't help.
cool.
Yeah.
Are any of those from your childhood?
The Mickey Mouse, it still
yeah.
contains coins from when I was a little kid. Where'd it go? That little tin thing down there, that contains crowns from my grandmother's house
I love that.
from when I was a kid.
That is
was
awesome.
That was my grandmother's, this candy dish here from Korea.
Does it still have like butterscotch in it?
No, it has nothing in it right now.
You know, the grandma candy.
I'm trying to think of anything else that's up there.
I love it. I think it's very cool. And this is way more than Stu would have ever done. Just
Look,
to let you know.
I would have a futon and a TV.
I know you
It's
would.
I'm just telling you, the books in here, the books in here, say that you are into well-read women and intellect.
Yeah.
Right. All the cameras, all the antique cameras you have in here. You know, they say that you're into to quality, right, and to things that prosper over time, like right.
Oh,
the,
yeah.
The painting up on the wall, which my wife has.
Great.
Christina's World. Yeah.
Yep. Great Uncle Floyd gave me that. He had an
Whatever
original.
the fuck that thing's called.
Really?
It yeah, it says that you have a softer side.
My friend,
He's like reading your room.
my friend Michelle makes fun of me having that pain. She was
I
like,
love it.
It's depressing because if you know the backstory about she has polio or something and she was stuck out in the. I was like, but it's beautiful. Like,
is.
It's a beautiful piece.
Yeah.
And then the poster from the movie Clerks over here.
Which isn't from Clerks, but okay.
Yeah.
It could be from Clerks. Says that you got a sense of humor.
Yeah. Oh, the funniest about that is when you walk out of the door, there's a photo up there of Walter Matthau.
Now we're talking. From what movie?
No, it's just a candid of him. He's walking in a hotel, and he's just making a face for himself, and you can barely see him. To the left, right above the light switch.
Whose flag is that? Is that Grandpa?
My grandfather's. Who's
That's
the photo
awesome.
above.
Yep.
But yeah,
It's Veterans Day, by the way.
yes.
Happy
It
Veterans
is.
Day. But yeah. No, Jody, your house is awesome.
Chewbacca. Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting.
And
yeah.
the big Mac computer.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And all the art prints.
I love it. Yeah. It's
like
great.
Yeah, it's I'm not afraid of marriage. I would say I've been close 2.5 times.
Really? Have you ever
Yeah.
bought a ring?
No.
When
But
you
I
buy a
also
ring,
know,
it's serious.
like, sorry, what?
When you buy a ring, it's serious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's also like the 6-footer. I'll go back to the 6-footer. We only went on
Okay.
3 dates, but I usually don't even get to 3 dates with women.
Yeah?
And at the end of the at the end of the second date, I was like, oh, this will turn into a thing. Like, I just knew. Like, it doesn't take much. Like,
Yeah.
with most of them. So it kind of hit hard when she was like, let's just be friends. I was like, damn it. Okay. And
She sucks.
Same thing happened with another woman recently, the one I went to breakfast with. The same thing. I was like, this seems like it's going well. Oh, no, never mind. Okay. So it's not been me for the most part. That's the afraid of marriage or normal
Okay.
dude shit. Yeah.
I think, well, if you let Stu hook you up with somebody, invite us to the wedding.
Oh my God. There's a friend of mine, Rob, that he has introduced me. Oh shit. I maybe shouldn't have mentioned that. That's okay. Kurt, cut that out. I have a fake editor named Kurt. I'm like, Kurt, cut that out.
I've heard that. That is so funny.
But my friend is like,
Like
I think
DJ Lou.
you need to meet this gal. She's very positive, very sweet. And he's like, I just think you'll like her. And she's, trying to be an author and all this. I think you just need to talk to her to see if you can help her out or y'all can work. I was like, cool. So, like, she added me everywhere. And then later on, he's like, also, she's really hot. And I was like, oh, God. Okay.
He needs to lead with that.
And then he came back with, just invite me to the wedding. I was like, oh, my God. Dude, you're taking this really way too fast. Way too fast. I think she's 27.
Dirty.
I did not start that. I didn't start that. I did with the 28-year-old, but I did not start that with the 20. And she
I don't know if I could keep up with a 27-year-old now.
No,
I
you
don't
couldn't.
know.
You couldn't. You're too old.
I'm not too old. I just
And
don't
I'm
know if I
older
can
than
keep up
him.
with one. I'm fat. That's the problem. It's not an age thing. It's a mass thing. 27. God.
Well, that's been the weird thing because it's almost.
We got married when I was 27.
Yeah, we were boning like rabbits.
Oh, yeah.
back
My
then.
mom had me when she was 27.
Yep.
Right? See,
Yeah.
there you go.
No,
Yeah.
Don't have that energy anymore.
Yeah, I know.
And we still have to. I have to iron uniforms tonight.
Man.
Damn it.
Hearing this shit?
Is there.
Married life.
Is there. So do you ever, because you all have been married for a while, do you ever just look back and go, holy shit, we've been married for a big part of our lives, a big chunk?
No.
No?
No, because I think we lived a big chunk. We lived it before we got married. We had.
I just mean, do you get
It's like
caught
we're
up
not-
in the
It's-
day to day of, taking care of the kids, making sure there's food on the table, that kind of stuff? And
I don't know if we get caught up in it. We
Yeah.
work as a team, I think.
yeah.
And by team, he means I cook every dinner
God.
and iron all the clothes and do all the laundry and clean all the toilets.
See? Okay, that's all true. True story. That's a
Oh my
True story.
that is true.
But you work hard and provide income, but I work hard too and
Yes,
provide income.
I'm
so-
doing other things. It's not like I'm sitting at home playing video games all day.
God.
I do have some friends that are still that.
I got
No.
some friends that are like that too, and that's okay.
Yeah.
We have no video games.
That's
in our
okay,
house,
but we
though.
don't have that shit because neither of us have time. I treat Facebook like a video game, and it should
Yeah,
be
it's
treated
like-
like
yeah,
it should
you
be treated
do.
like a video game.
Yeah.
People should take it less seriously. Says the
Oh,
man that will post about
Like your
politics
dad?
every other day. Yeah. No, I mean it's just people.
Your
Need
dad's
to,
like,
people need
you're
to
a
lighten
liberal
up.
now, Stu.
People need to lighten up about it a little bit, I think.
Yeah.
But no, to answer your question, I don't think that like we get bogged down in the fact that we've been together for 16 years because
We
it's
just
been
have- we've evolved.
It's been a wonderful 16 years.
We've evolved. We know we have kids. We know we got other things to do.
I think
but
well,
you don't have as much sex as you want, but
I think we've evolved in the sense that Yes, that's true. But for the most part, we're still Stu and Mandy. I mean, there's not much.
Stu and Mandy with kids.
Yes, it's the same. Like when the kids are in bed and it's just us hanging out in the bed.
We're like,
and
I'm tired. I'm going to sleep.
But we're just shooting the shit because it's just the two of us. It's the same two people that were around back when we were 25 and 26.
Yeah.
It really is.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And that's, but I mean.
You're still cheap.
Still cheap. You still won't put out. I mean, it's all the same.
I mean.
It's all the same.
No, I put out before kids. You were always cheap.
Those were good days. Those were so good days. Those were good days.
Oh my God.
Yeah, yes, but yes, and I'll probably be frugal until the day I die. Someone's got to keep my family in the lap of luxury over here.
God, there is the biggest side eye of the day.
Lap of luxury. Okay, you know what? You keep our kids in Catholic school, so that is luxury.
You're welcome.
Oh my God.
You still won't get cheese on your Whopper.
Yeah. Charging me 20 cents for a fucking slice of cheese is ridiculous. That is asinine. I can get a slice of cheese from home and put it in the microwave and everything's fine.
Oh God.
It's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Do you all have separate friend? Do you think some people get burnt out just because of the day-to-day hustling?
Yeah.
That you have separate friend groups to be like, okay, I need to go hang out with these people. For
I
a little
do.
bit.
I have two really good friends and our kids hang out. So our kids go do their thing and the moms get to hang out and it's awesome.
Yes, my wife has a very good support group of women.
Kendra and Melissa.
You need to understand that if I'm not concentrating on my wife and kids, my mind is usually on work.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So there's not a lot of time where I'm sitting at home going, man, I really wish I could go out with the guys tonight.
Well, all your best friends are in Michigan.
Yeah, and all my best friends are still in my hometown up in Michigan.
Okay.
So it's a little bit different. But I don't sit around Friday and Saturday nights going, God, I wish I had some dudes to hang out with. That's not the case at all.
Yeah.
Friday and Saturday nights when I get to hang out with my wife and my kids.
Okay.
Right? So that's not like and during the week, I'm usually thinking on work or school
Bills.
or bills.
Money.
Yes. It's not something that I miss.
Okay.
She has a good support group. And she needs that. She needs to have an outlet because she works from home.
Yeah.
So she needs to have an outlet to get out there and see the world. Otherwise, she'd be at home all day, every day.
Yeah.
True.
So that's good for her that she's got some good friends. I'm out there doing my thing every day. I'm pounding the pavement, so it's a little bit different for me. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is there any advice you would give to newlyweds on what makes a lasting marriage?
I think you need to get to know your spouse before you fucking get married.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but I think too many people don't know their true spouse before they get married.
Yeah, they get caught up in the romantic part of it.
They get married for the wedding. They don't get married for the marriage.
We knew. We were like,
yes,
he's
I
cheap.
think
I like to spend money.
I think they have to be honest with each other beforehand.
Okay. 2 TVs at the minimum, because when Roadhouse comes on, you're going to want to go upstairs and turn on your TV.
You want to go upstairs and watch it. You want to go upstairs and watch it.
I do not want to watch Roadhouse or Big Trouble in Little China.
Hey now.
Such a great movie.
My Lord.
Hey now.
The Pork Chop Express, come on now.
We can
You can dog Roadhouse a little bit, but not Big Trouble in Little China, man.
Stay off of Jack
Kurt
Burton.
Yeah.
Jack Burton, come on.
Jack Burton.
Jeez,
Yeah.
We can watch
Jody,
Overboard.
I like you. You like
We can
what?
watch Overboard all day.
Which is a great movie too. I like. what's
Or
the name?
Independence Day. Jody, when we moved to Ohio, we didn't have cable for a week. We had 4 VHS videotapes.
Oh my God.
We had Independence Day. What was the one that was Cookie? What was the Cookie one?
That was.
With
That was. Oh my God, honey.
He was a Navy SEAL.
It was not a Navy
Do you know
SEAL.
what I'm talking about?
Officer and a gentleman?
No. that
No.
was Men of Honor.
Men of Honor.
Oh,
Okay, so we had
Yes.
Independence Day, Men of Honor.
We had Basic.
Basic.
Let's get back to
Oh,
Jody's
God.
question. Let's get back to
Okay,
Jody's
so
question.
like a rotation for a whole week of those 3 movies. And so when they come on TV now, if you love your marriage, you want to keep it.
I don't think they're looking for. I don't think they're looking for
just
DVD
saying.
advice here.
is two bathrooms also a must-have?
We've lived with one.
Okay.
We lived with one twice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we lived with one twice.
That made my dream.
That wasn't-
my dream was the 2 sinks.
Her dream is 2 sinks.
And we have 2 sinks in our master now.
But I'm telling you though, you just need to know your spouse.
Okay.
I'm just talking about the little things.
I got in an argument with one guy that he was a hardcore Christian. He was like, I didn't have sex with my wife until the night we got married. He's like,
I did that, Mom and Dad.
And he was like, I would not live with her because if we lived together, we would probably have sex, and I couldn't have that. And so as he's saying this to me and he and I are arguing, there's another guy who's been married 3 times sitting behind him, kind of like with the bug eyes, like shaking his head no.
Yeah.
Like I was like, because I was saying because I was also like 23 or 24 at the time, I was like, if I found somebody, I would probably want to live with her for a year to figure out exactly what you say, who she really is when she farts or burps or, has too much hot chicken one night, that kind of the little crap. And he was like, no, you can't do that. That's living in sin. And
Yeah,
you can't.
we disagree with that totally.
Yeah.
Because we lived together for a
Well, and we had to go to our premarital thing with the priest in Cleveland. And he said he didn't condemn it. He was like, because we had to pay bills. I was in grad school.
Yeah.
I don't remember what he said. But he was like, he said, you're already married in the eyes of God because we've made a commitment to each other. And I was like, you're the coolest Catholic priest ever.
Yeah.
And
I couldn't care.
I know you didn't care, but I cared. So, but we lived together and we're still married.
Right.
So,
Yes.
I think some people move in together to have that fairy tale and be like, oh, we live together now. It's going to be great. But then you have the farting and the burping and the you look like crap when you wake up in the morning and you're a messy person and you shave your beard in your sink, hence the 2 sink thing in the master bath. And your
it's a
beard
good thing you
falls
didn't. It's a good thing. I was a little bit worried because I trimmed up the beard and I shaved my head.
Did you clean the sink?
Yes. I'm a
Jody
little
cleans the
I'm
sink, honey.
I'm a little OCD though.
Jody cleans the sink.
But
Jody's single. He has to clean the sink.
yeah, that was going to be the follow up. Is like, yeah, but I also am going on a date tonight, and I'm like, I need to make sure I clean my toilet, make
Just
sure I
in case.
change my sheets. I need to make sure I do.
He's got to be ready.
I had friends make fun of me when I made that comment about changing the sheets, and they were like, "That's stupid." Well, I was like, I don't know what's going to trigger getting a no. So I'm going to do
Right.
everything I can to make sure I'm the guy on the
Pointing toward,
airplane going
Oh
like,
my Lord.
coming this way. Yeah.
That is funny.
Oh my God. All right.
I don't know that we have any other advice. I mean, we're just us. You
I
make
got-
funny Facebook posts.
I got shit. I don't got shit. I'm like the last person to ask for advice on this topic.
We get along. We're good.
Yeah, we get along. I think that's good. That's
We fight.
Good job,
but
babe.
We get along.
Yeah, we get along.
Yeah.
I like her. I not only love my wife, but I like my wife.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Look at that.
That's good.
That's how we'll end.
I like him too.
Thank you.
He's a good
Thanks,
head.
Jody.